You know what I elected to do instead of playing the Elder Scrolls Online beta when I had the free time?
Have fun.
Let's play that stupid Facebook game.
Yeah, no. I elected to play Final Fantasy 14 online instead, which is an MMO that doesn't stink.
Boom, shots fired.
That's a good point. So that's pretty valid.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
Speaking of betas, I heard that you got a beta, Bill, that I'm very jealous of.
Oh yeah, before I talk about that, I'm gonna ask everyone how everyone's doing.
Oh, okay.
Because
So we did start.
because it's been a while since the full group's been here, like at once, like
Since episode 1.
Yeah. Two we were Ebulus, 3 we were Kubolus, which was perfectly fine. I didn't care that Kubo was not here. I'm just kidding, man. You're a nice guy. So how's everyone doing?
Great.
Silence.
Great.
I'm still alive, so
Maybe some darkness.
Well, I'm sick, so there you go.
We're just not used to being all together in one.
So everyone's shy. You're
Shy of each other. I'm very shy. I'm shy of Kubo.
I was gonna say I know you have a crush on
the Kubes.
Shigeos.
Did you see all the tweets he was sending me last night for Valentine's Day? They were all directed towards me, man.
I thought that was
Valentine's Day 11 out of 10. I felt really uncomfortable.
Wait, you were sending him those tweets? Those are sent to him?
Yeah, those were to me, man. They were directed to me. I could just tell. It was creepy.
I think somebody's being too hopeful here.
The Russian. You are the Russian of love.
The Russian of love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking racist, man.
Calm down.
Well, yeah, I'm the doctor of love. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just the Russian guy trying to get by. Leave me alone.
Just a Russian guy trying to get by in a barn.
In a barn.
That's a great band name.
The whole sentence?
Yeah.
You'd have to shorten it down, like
with the barn thing too.
Yeah, with the barn thing too. Oh. Very indie band, you know.
Yeah. Russian guy in a barn. That's the name. Yeah, it's good stuff. So, what about you guys? Anybody been doing anything cool these past couple weeks? Or how long it's been?
Nope.
Bill's been shoveling snow. That's about it.
Shoveling snow, yeah. But yeah, I got into the Titanfall beta. And I played a little bit of that this morning. Because I couldn't go to work because I couldn't drive there. So, well, it worked out in my favor, I guess. I got to play Titanfall.
Snow, yeah, there you go.
And it's pretty good. It's really evident now. Like it's obvious why it'll feel this way, because half the team is made up of old Infinity Ward employees, and this is the only way they know. But it's very much Call of Duty with mechs. Aside from the parkour stuff, which is very fun, by the way, the free running movement, which you can just run sideways on buildings and jump up, and it's really fun to flank enemies that way and to like avoid the Titans by doing that. But I mean, like everything from the sprinting, the enemy character models, the way the guns feel, the way they shoot, the way just the way you interact with everything is just Call of Duty in every way. And you know, that's not a problem for me because I'm one of the few people who still like Call of Duty. I don't hate it. I'll play it. They perfected the FPS mechanic down to a science, even if they haven't tried to change that mechanic with a different science.
In like 10 years.
Over 10 years.
So is Titanfall like different enough for you to go, yeah, this is...
Yeah. I think it's like it feels like Call of Duty in its most basic. It's an FPS, so I mean, like it's made by Call of Duty people, so I guess it would. This, like, I'm sure Star Wars Battlefront is gonna feel like Battlefield because it's made by DICE. But the Titan stuff's really fun. They have AI characters running around the maps at all times, which I don't know if it's a response to people being mad that there's only 6-on-6, which isn't a problem anyway. I don't see what people. Not every FPS game has to have 60 people battles. And,
Yeah.
oh, what the fuck? People got mad at
Can you
that.
imagine that with the Titans?
Yeah, and
That'd be insane.
especially because you can like call down your Titan, and the way it works is like you have like 2 minutes before your Titan becomes available for Titanfall, and then you call him down from the sky, and he comes landing down on the ground, and it's really badass. That's a really badass part of that will never get old for me, is when you push the button, and she goes, prepare for Titanfall, and the Titan falls from the sky, and you go and you jump in there. He grabs you sometimes with his hand and puts you in his cockpit. That sounds disgusting. He puts you in the control room for this.
That's Bill's favorite part.
That's my part.
It's post Valentine's Day.
The
What do you expect?
Pennsylvania of love.
Still feeling the effects of Valentine's.
That's how he picks up women.
But yeah, that part's badass. And then, but you can get out of the Titan. And
Does it feel all natural? You know, do the whole parkour and the whole Titan thing, because
what do
I
you
know
mean?
I've seen. Does it feel natural? Like, does it take away from the feel of the game itself? Because like I've played not like Titanfall, but there's other few games that I've played that kind of tried to do and implant the whole mech suits and all that kind of stuff, or just like parkouring, and it just kind of takes away from the game sometimes, kind of like it's a gimmick. Is it a gimmick or is it actually really good?
And it works really well because the Titans are not overpowered. They integrate really well into the battle. Like you would think, like, oh, here's a mech. How am I gonna kill it? But that's where a lot of the parkour comes in to play really well, is because these things are hulking, massive extensions of your character, and the way the mechs control, they're not like, look at this mech, he's got machine gun arms, he's gonna shoot laser beams out of his butthole. Like they control and act very much like the human characters.
They don't feel too much like a machine then when you're actually playing them.
No, they feel like they control like what I would expect a Gundam to control like. Instead of like a big tank like Steel Battalion and stuff, like certain games that have come out in the West with mechs have just been like big fucking cars on 2 legs running around. Like who fucking designed that thing? Like what? But these are like humanoid looking mechs, and they dash and they control and they do melee and they have cool powers and things like that. That they control very much like the class you've picked as a human. So they're just a big ass mech extension of you. This was what they felt like when I played. And as far as like the parkour and the mechs being gimmicky, it feels really well. Like when you're running through a city and you see a Titan about to turn the corner, you jump up and you run alongside the building and grab along the edge of an adjacent building, and then you could hide up there and get your anti-Titan weapon ready, and then peek around the corner and start blasting it. It's cool. And then you could also do parkour and run alongside the building while a Titan's trying to kill you, and jump on the Titan, and then rip open his cockpit and throw a grenade in there, and then jump off like a super badass and watch him blow up because you just fucked him up. Yeah!
That sounds pretty damn legit.
I hate you. I want this game so bad.
Well, I'm also talking it up a lot too. Like it's nothing revolutionary. Like when you first get past the initial like, dude, I just jumped on Titan and blew it up, or dude, well, never mind. No, it's still badass calling a Titan. Like that's still badass. And
it's just a fun game. It's a solid fun game. Fun.
Yeah, it keeps that smooth Call of Duty polish that is undeniable, whether you like Call of Duty or not. 60 frames, it's running awesome, it's smooth. You shoot a guy, they die, and they put it together with just really cool sci-fi awesomeness.
I really want this beta.
It's cool, and it comes out less than a month, so I mean, like, you don't have to wait long.
And you would pay $60 for it? I hate paying $60 for a game.
That's
like
the thing, though.
I wouldn't pay $60 for this. I never pay $60 for games.
I'm gonna buy it. I don't know if I'm going to buy it right off the bat, because I feel like I'm going to get my my worth out of the beta and just like, okay, this was cool. I got to play Titanfall because I don't have an Xbox One. I got to play it on PC for a little bit for free. That's cool because there's tons of other games I'd rather play. Like I turned the beta off and I was gonna play Final Fantasy instead. But like that's not like a slight against Titanfall. It's just FPS. I like FPS, but they aren't.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people either. That there's people that play they play Call of Duty like 24/7.
Yeah.
They'll literally just play that and only that for like all day, all night.
Exactly.
I can't do that. I get too irritated. I'll get pissed off at one point because like I'll have a really bad streak for a little bit and I'll just be like, you know what, fuck this game. I hate games. I just hate them. I'm just like.
I can't play it for 7 hours a day. Like some people are, and that's cool. Like I wish I was that into FPS. But I'm just more into MMOs. I guess my thing.
Yeah.
But no, it's cool. I mean, they have AI controlled enemies in the field, like running around, and the only thing is you can't tell usually whether or not it's a human or an AI. So I'm like, oh, I got this really badass kill against this guy, and then it turns out I killed a grunt. Like the enemy team and your team constantly spawn like I think Ryan, you said last night, it has kind of like a MOBA element to it where they're just spawning creeps out of a ship.
That's awesome.
And it's really cool because when you're playing attrition, the deathmatch mode, when you kill them, they count as points.
Well, then I would feel a lot better because like I'm not the best FPS player.
But then it still marks it. Like when you press tab and look at the scoreboard, they tally up how many Titan kills you have, how many human kills you have, and then how many grunt kills you have.
Oh, I wouldn't give a shit if I were 100% grunt. I'd be like, dude, I killed that guy so good.
The AI is so bad. Like I came across a group of like 4 like bot specter things they're called. They're like more advanced versions of the grunts. They just suck just as bad. I don't know why they're advanced. But I come across and there's like 4 of them standing there, and I kill one of them. I'm like, oh shit, I'm almost out of health. I'm gonna die. And the other 2 just stood there. I'm like, oh, what is gonna happen? They gotta kill me. No, they didn't. I killed them. I kicked them both with my melee move, which is called the jump kick.
Well, it's kind of like an inspiration in a way because when you just play against human people and they just keep killing you and killing you and killing you, you're just like on a bad streak. You're not gonna get good. You're just gonna like keep dying and dying and dying. But when you end up killing like one of these bots or whatever, you're gonna be like, oh, dude, I'm doing so well. Like I'm kicking ass, and then you'll actually end up playing better against humans.
That's true.
That's at least me. And I'll be like, oh, I'm so
How
good.
to raise Yokorama's morale by killing
that.
crappy bots.
I need that. I need that in my games. I need some I don't know, something to falsely make me think that I'm good at a game.
There you go.
That I'm not.
It helps you feel like a badass too, I guess, because when you're running through the street and there's like 5 bots you would suck, and you're running through and you're kicking them and you're shooting them and you're parkouring, and then you just feel like you're this badass guy.
Yeah, it gets you into the game as well. Like you're all parkouring and you're doing stuff instead of like you can't even parkour because you're dead before you can like.
And then right at the end of that crazy kill chain and parkour Mirror's Edge sequence, you just come face to face with a Titan, and then you're just ready. You're ready, like an anime character. Like you just like you're Eren Yeager, and you just dispose of a little weird looking Titans, and you're ready to fight the Colossal. Like that's what it feels like. But instead of fighting really difficult little weird Titans, you're just fighting dumb idiots. But if you want to simulate that feeling, it's there.
Yeah, I still hope that I get into the beta before the game comes out.
That would be nice.
Because I doubt that I'll actually buy it. Or at least I will probably buy it eventually, but not.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of like a redundant question, but does it come with anything apart from the multiplayer?
It is a multiplayer-only game. From what I understand, there will be campaign-type stuff in it. Like, they've already kind of set up a storyline with the tutorial and a lot of the chatter between, like, the I don't know what the fuck you would even call them, like, the announcers, I guess. Like, each team has a guy that kind of talks to them throughout the game, and a lady who talks to them throughout the game sometimes, and they have shit to say. And, but I think it's all going to be multiplayer-based anyway. So, again, like, for anyone who likes a single-player FPS campaign, it's not going to be worth it. So that's another thing, $60, is there going to be enough, like, are there going to be enough, like maps? Like, I know I don't want to pay $60 and play the same 4 maps.
No, I think they'll have more maps, because if they're not gonna put money into actual like campaigns and stuff like that, like a full real single-player campaign, I think they'll at least put some more effort into maps. Gotta have
They
some
have
sort
to,
of
yeah.
variation. You can't just play the same thing. Plus, that's not worth $60.
That's what I'm wondering about Loadout also, because like Loadout, like there's only like what, like 5 maps or something like that, and competitive is only like 1 map, and like the game's still fun, but like the maps themselves right now are just kind of like for me already.
I assume the reason Loadout only has 1 map for competitive is because they're going with the Dota mentality. And
Right.
Like,
That's what I assumed.
yeah, they have 1 map. Everybody who plays competitive, like I don't think we should play competitive anymore, Ryan, because when we play competitive, Loadout, everybody else we're playing against has a team composition. They know the map. They know when shit spawns. They kick our ass every time. They score 10 times more points than
So
us.
you guys suck.
Oh, fuck you, Yogram. I don't suck at Loadout, you bitch. I'm really good at Loadout, okay?
That's what I hear. I hear you saying that only. That's it.
Well,
I don't hear Ryan going like, yeah, he's not too bad. Like I don't hear that.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
but yeah, back at Titanfall for 1 second. Then I'll shut up. This is like the Xbox One's killer app. What they're billing it as. And I don't know how much stake I would put in this being like a system seller for the Xbox One, especially since it's on PC. But that's what they're kind of hoping, I guess. Like, this is their first big exclusive. Like, well, it's on PC, but you know what I mean. Like, their first big.
Yeah.
You can't get this on a Sony system.
Right.
And it's not a Halo. Like, it's not a Halo in its prime, and it's not. Honestly, it's not gonna pull away the Call of Duty crowd. So I don't. And I know for a fact people will start trying to. No, dude. These are made by the guys who got fired from Activision and Infinity Ward. These guys have bad blood. They want to beat the shit out of Call of Duty and Activision. Yeah. And I don't think it's going to happen still, especially with Battlefield as well, which is just huge. And I don't know. I don't know how much stake I put into his killer app, and the hype is justified in certain spots. At the same time, I mean, it's an FPS game, and they do a lot of cool, neat things with the AI opponents, and it never gets old calling down a Titan from the sky, and he's your buddy now. Like it feels like an Iron Giant moment. But I mean, yeah, Titanfall, solid game, but fun. But I don't know if it's worth all of the hype.
Here's my one question: how frustrating is the game?
It's
Because with Call of Duty, I rage so much.
No, I wasn't gonna get into that because I want to seem like a pussy. I want to seem like a pussy.
No, I get so mad at Call of Duty.
Dude,
but it's the only game I get like super pissed at.
People camp in corners still, which makes no sense to me. When you have an FPS game where you can do crazy ass parkour and call down mechs from the sky,
sitting in a corner of a room.
I don't even know where the mechs are coming from. They're just coming from the moon or something, and you choose to sit in a corner instead. Like, what the hell's the matter with you? Go do some parkour. It's fun. Or like, I don't understand. Like,
it's because they're trying to just do the whole kills and deaths.
Yeah, there's always a group of people that only is going to care about that.
And it sucks because
kill death ratio. They want to be like, yo, I got three kills from death. Hell yeah!
You can cloak yourself invisible for like 40 seconds, so assholes just sit in a corner invisible until you run by, and then they shoot you. It's like, what the hell? Go get in a mech and play the game. Like, what are you doing? But it's really interesting, especially on control point type game modes. You got to capture A, B, and C. And the entire team, I mean, your entire team presumably will have Titans as well, I hope. But when you're on foot still waiting, or your Titan just got destroyed, and you're going to try to capture like point B, you have 4 mechs you're facing against, or a bunch of human players who have their mechs running around the map as AI, which is very cool as well. And you're trying to capture a point, and they're all just shooting rockets at you. You can't do a damn thing. But yeah.
Well, there you go. Fair enough.
Titanfall.
And I still hate you. Okay. I have 2 more days to get my beta key.
Same here. I got till 17th.
Yeah, man.
Then you have like 20 hours to play it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is enough, because there's only 2 maps in the beta.
I'm probably not going to want to play it after more than 20 hours anyways. I'll play it for like 3 hours, and I'll be like, this is right.
Yeah, it looks solid. All right, let's move on now. That's true.
Now back to League. No.
God,
that game.
Goddamn MOBAs.
You guys suck at MOBAs.
I know. That's why I'll never play them.
Here's the
every time. This is every time when me, Bill, and like Ryan start talking about wanting to play some games, like multiplayer games. Bill's like, you know what? We should give Dota 2 another try. Let's just give it another try. And then we try it, and then he like we don't even finish a match. We play for like 20 minutes, and he's like, I'm done with this.
I'm down to play. I'm down to play all the time. Bill's the one that's not like.
See,
And then,
I don't.
and then next time you talk to Bill, Bill's like, well, let's give it another try.
I don't doubt that everyone says, "Oh, when you give a MOBA a try and you devote enough time to it, it's really rewarding, it's really satisfying." Well, I don't need instant gratification in my games. I don't mind learning a game, but the thing is I just have such a long list of games that I can have fun with right now, and like I'm not looking to train to become an Olympic Dota player, and I guess you don't have to play like pub matches, but at the same time, I can turn this game off right now and go play like fucking Hotline Miami or Final Fantasy or
Yeah, but that's not a way you look at it. You're not supposed to look at it that way.
I play games to have fun.
No, you're like, no, it's still fun. It's still fun once you actually get into it, and once you like stop sucking. But I mean,
The hours.
you can't look at the hours that you put into a game. It's just it's kind of a wrong way of looking at it.
4 hours of my life.
Yeah, but it's not like you're using every hour of your life to do something
That's a
productive.
real 60 minutes that just passed by off my death clock.
Dude.
That isn't.
But let me ask you: do you take every 60 minutes of your life and do something productive with? No, you just sit around and do nothing at times.
But even if it's not productive, I'm not mad, and I'm not having a terrible time, and that's okay.
Well, it's not like it's a different kind of mad though. You're not just like mad.
It's it's with me. It's pure anger because I get killed by some guy named like Tasty Cakes with a Z, and he's better at the game than me. And there's no way to filter out players who aren't better at the game than you.
Unless you're playing against bots, which we probably should have done.
Because all of the people who are tryhards are not in the ranked playlist. They're in the fucking public one because they know there's people like me in there who just suck butt. And then I just quit. And then I'm like, okay, what game can I play right now that makes me happy? Oh, I got like 70 of them right here on my Steam list. Now, I don't hate MOBAs. It's just I hate the time it takes to get good at them.
Yeah, but I feel really bad for people like you though, because I got pretty like I know I played Dota 2 with you and I sucked really bad with that. It's completely different than League. But when it comes to League, I'm pretty decent at it, and I know how fun it is. But when I was playing it, like the one night that we played, you didn't even play like another game with us. You just played like 1 or 2 games, and I had to play with Kubo afterwards. And
it's like an insult.
I fuck,
I had to play with Kubo.
I'm just kidding. He's alright.
Yeah, you're right.
No, but I mean, like, I just didn't understand why you weren't having fun. I was just, this is so fun. Like, why aren't you having fun, Bill?
I'm okay with games that take a large amount of time to progress. Because MMOs are my favorite genre, and we all know how long it takes to do things in MMOs. But I mean, the difference is in an MMO, I'm not gated by 25 hours of learning to play it and have fun in an MMO. And it's okay. It's just certain game genres, like we said before. We don't like to play FPS for 7 hours.
I think what you need, Bill, to get into a game like this,
not play MOBAs.
No, you need to get into MOBAs. It's impossible for somebody without like a group of friends to get into MOBAs. You have to play with friends to get into a MOBA. It's impossible. Like if it wasn't for a buddy of mine, like I would have quit after like 20 minutes. I would never ever turn on League of Legends ever again. So it's kind of like that. You got to find like a good group of people to play with that know what they're doing as well.
It's just never gonna happen. I've accepted it. I'm okay with it. I don't mind. I don't like the controls in MOBAs. I don't like that I have to devote at least 45 minutes to play a match. If I have to take a poop or something, I'm stuck in this damn Dota match.
But you gotta take a poop before you start the match.
I can't just do that on command, Well,
it's a 40 minute like time. You can.
But they're just not for me.
Yeah, I understand that from the point that it does because it takes so long and because there's such a big learning curve. I could get it, but at the same time, I feel kind of bad because I know that you would like it once you get into it. Once you put 20 hours into it, you would like it. That's the thing. But that's kind of messed up of saying that to somebody Like just put like 24 hours, put a full day of your life into this game for you to start enjoying it. That's kind of
that's like people say, well, after 30 episodes, this anime gets good.
Yeah, that's exactly.
It should have been decent at least for the first 30. So, like not. I understand like all things hit their peak, but I mean like there should be some enjoyment. I mean, I'm sure I'm just probably approaching Dota and League the wrong way, but
you don't think you're ever gonna get into them?
No.
Like never?
I've tried League.
Have you given up
on numerous occasions? I played more League than I give off, and I just
well, you've played them in like very short.
This podcast has become try to convince Bill to get into MOBAs.
No, it's
clearly he does not want to.
I'm not trying to convince him to get into MOBAs. It's kind of like I'm trying to figure out like exactly why he has given up on them, and I understand. It's completely understandable. It is kind of it's a hardcore like video game genre. It's not everybody's gonna be into MOBAs for sure.
The only reason I've tried is because of how huge they are and how big the communities are, and you see these large people.
It's fun. It's super fun watching these streams, man. When you watch these like professional tournaments, you're just like you're rooting for them more than for like some sports. Like people are like talking about football, like oh football super. I'm just like sitting there like oh Gambit is playing against like like I'm just like this.
But then at the same time, I've always now I don't even take offense. I've always found esports to be kind of silly, because they just when you break it down, they kind of are, because I can just go play the game,
But they take them seriously. The thing is, when it comes to esports and when it comes to these professional teams that play League of Legends, like they don't just like sometimes play League of Legends. That's their life. It's the same thing as a person. That's why it's an esport. It's considered a sport because they train just like any other person would train for a sport. Like when you're training to be in the Olympics to like run a marathon or whatever, or run a 100-meter dash or whatever, you're training. That's all you do. You train. What they do is they actually live in like video game houses. They have like their whole team is there. They have this like house, and it's like specifically a house for them to live and train to play League of Legends. And they also have to do like actual like exercises. It's pretty much a sport. That's what it is. They put as much like time and effort, strength, endurance, all that crap. They have to go through all that just like any other sport, which is kind of interesting once you actually start learning.
It's always funny to me when you see like screenshots and highlights from these events, and there are these big arenas, and all these like hundreds of thousands of people are sitting around staring at this stage with a bunch of dudes on computers. Like it's really funny to me. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Like, yeah, and the thing is, it's getting bigger and bigger though. It's the funny. It is, yeah. 3 years ago, when season 1 of League of Legends happened, that was tiny. They had like 2,000 people or something like that. Like almost nobody was watching. Now it's like come to like millions of people watching. That's crazy.
It's a smart business. It's smart from a business tactic though. Like they're literally paying those guys to stream their game, and they're all on like 6-figure salaries or whatever. It's really smart.
Like the tournament winners get like $5 million. Like that's not a child's game anymore.
That's how you convince Bill to get into MOBA.
Yeah, right. That's the only way he'll do it. He's like, I'm in.
You know what's funny though? Like when you watch some like the intro videos or like just little like things from these esports events, and like they're introducing the teams and they have them walk up all serious to the camera. They're like, "Oh, I'm just gonna make up a team name here." Like, "Oh, Team Ions." And then like this little like small petite Asian guy walks up to the camera and he's like, "Yeah." And then like this cool music's playing like, and he's like, and they're like, "Oh, he hails from like Seoul, Korea," and he's like looking at the camera like. Like giving you like the grill look, like he's gonna fuck you up, but like he's some little man.
Hey, that's some. You would be doing the same shit if $5 million were at stake.
It's so cheesy. Like these guys, they should be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm playing a video game, I'm getting $5 million instead of like,
but you know what's
fucking
funny?
Stab you.
But at the same time, when they come out there to do that, there's like hundreds of thousands of people standing up like cheering.
Going,
like, yeah!
Well, like if you ever watch...
Call of Duty players are doing the same thing every time they play.
Dude, have you ever Have you ever seen a Call of Duty event, like a MLG Call of Duty event?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. You're talking about the most hardcore people in the world. Like they're gonna be all crazy.
Embarrassing thing I've ever watched. You have a bunch of dudes sitting next to each other in little chairs playing Call of Duty on Xbox, and like there was a video of, I'm not exaggerating any this curse, this slang. I don't know who the hell says this, but it's a bunch of like British dudes and a bunch of like, I don't know if they're like Norwegian. I don't fucking know. They're yelling across each other playing the game, and they were killing each other, and they were going like, I'm like, yeah, fuck you, you prick, fuck you. And like the refs aren't like saying anything; they're just letting it happen. Like the guys are standing up, pulling off their like Turtle Beaches and like giving the DX like dick suck thing. Like,
so is it basically
that does sound like the
Xbox Live?
It's Xbox Live.
The fan base. That is the fan base right there.
That's the fan base, and same thing with fighting games. They've actually had to like, there's been people that have been fined and like have like charges for like harassment during these like sporting events, which is pretty crazy.
I get it, like football players will push each other on the field and they'll trash talk, but it's so funny when it's all quiet and they're playing the game. All you hear is the sticks going like, and it's all quiet. That's all you hear. And then all of a sudden, this crazy outburst of like, "Fuck you! I am the daddy man." The guy, one of the videos, said to him like he is the daddy man. I don't know what that means. I don't know.
He is the one and only daddy man ever. That's what he is.
It's crazy, but like, and it's silly in the NFL too. Like when, like I watch football, I'm a big football fan. I like hockey. I'm a sports fan, and when they introduce the players to the teams, and they're all serious, like the game will be playing, and they'll be like, "Oh, let's introduce you to the Miami Dolphins offense," and like they'll be like Ryan Tannehill, and they'll show his face, will be all serious, and like that's what like they do with the esports guys, and it's not any more cool in the NFL. They look just as dumb. Just have like lighten up, like you're not the Terminator.
It's not even. It's because they're too focused on their goal and what they're doing. I think that's what it is. They're not just like us, like, oh, let's play a video game. Oh, I'm gonna make money playing a video game. Oh my gosh! So they're like shit. I'm in this to win.
So they're all like Ivan Drago from Rocky IV.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
drugs and everything too.
They're all just genetically tuned. They have like tubes going into their bodies when they're playing League at the game house. They're running on a treadmill. They've got a crazy Russian trainer.
I'll break you. That's exactly what it is. I bet you anything that's been said at an esport before. Like, I'll break you.
Oh yeah, MOBAs.
That's like the definition of esport MOBA games. Yeah, you're right. But it's great. I love it. It's really fun. I get really hyped. And I love the announcers as well, like the commentators. They get so hyped into it as well. It makes it so fun. It's really fun. Like you could probably, Bill, if you want to actually experience and just like watch these, I bet you can like learn the game and just watch these without actually playing yourself. Like you probably don't even need to know how to play.
Like I could watch the esports and not have to play League, but I always feel like I have to at least play it on a basic level.
But you've played it on a basic level. You know how the game works. You know what you're supposed to do in the game. You just suck.
I don't like it.
Yes, but it's different when you're watching like guys like professional, like the best players in the game
like,
itself.
I watch StarCraft 2, but I'm only ranked like gold or whatever. But it's like, you know, I understand the basics, and it's like, oh, I understand what's going on. It's just that like myself, I can't perform like those moves. You know what I mean? Because I just don't dedicate enough time to it.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
when you see like one of those good moves, you're gonna be like, damn, that's freaking.
Yeah, then I just get jealous. I'm like, well, I'll never be this good. Why am I even playing?
God damn, dude. I'm being so jealous.
Like I like World of Warcraft. Okay, I love WoW. But I hate the WoW Arena, and I will never watch the WoW Arena esports they have because I
that's too crazy though. It's too many moves and too much, you know, CC and all that. That's unwatchable though.
You just described the MOBA.
I don't think so, but
they require just as much dedication and know-how of your character and layout of each arena. They may not be as long as a MOBA match, but they're, to me,
no, like MOBAs though, each hero has like 4 abilities. You know what I mean? Like 5 if you count their basic attack. Like with WoW, it's like each character has like 50 abilities they can use. It's just too unwatchable.
How often does each class utilize their entire spellbook in WoW?
In arenas, they use a solid like 20 spells though. Even so, you know.
Because I know
in comparison, MOBAs are simpler to watch.
Yeah, but still. I'm just not a fan. No one's going to convince me to ever be a fan of MOBAs. I will stand my ground every time someone tries to get me into a MOBA. I'll try, and I don't care.
Fair enough, man.
It is the game genre I don't like.
So. Yeah, man. I don't really like platformers, so I mean, there's that. So whatever.
But Kubo, you don't understand.
No, we're not going to talk about this for 15 minutes now.
You gotta spend at least 3 hours practicing your jumps.
Kubo, Mario.
See, now,
Mario.
Yo, here's the thing.
Serious,
Hold on. Here's the thing. It's people like you, and is the reason why I don't like Mario 64 or Zelda, because I feel like
Mario 64. Sorry.
Okay, it's a solid game. I like it. I really enjoy it, but I feel like Nintendo fans just hype up like every game that comes out from Nintendo and just makes it seem like way better than it actually is. I really like Mario 64. I think it's a really solid game. I don't think it's like the best platformer game, like super revolutionary game ever. Same thing with Ocarina of Time. It's a really fun game. It's really good. But then I hear people just like, it's the best game ever. Like blah blah blah.
Games came out in the early and late '90s, Ryan.
I know.
Those games.
I mean, I played and beat it when I was like 8 or whatever. Whenever the 64 came out.
They were mind blowing back then. They were revolutionary.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, but I still feel like they're like way hyped up, and I just don't really care.
Here's the thing about Nintendo. Every game they release has an undeniable amount of polish. I have never seen an unpolished Nintendo game in my entire life. A first-party Nintendo game. I've never seen one where I've been like, wow, this is sloppy, or this is blah blah blah.
Right.
They make some quality shit. And I can't speak for like Super Mario 3D World or even Land. I didn't buy that on 3DS either. But like even Mario and Luigi Dream Team, the RPG on the 3DS, that has such a polish and charm to it that's just so nice. And it's not, well, then again, that wasn't developed first party Nintendo. That's another developer, but still it's a Mario game. But they got their spit shine polish down pretty well.
Speaking of Nintendo, though, did anyone catch the Nintendo Direct?
I did,
a couple of days ago.
Like the second half.
Yeah, let's switch gears to something else instead of aggressive MOBAs and FPS game.
Mario.
I only watched the Pokemon announcements and then I bounced pretty much. That was all I cared about. So what happened?
So you watched it's Pokemon, but it's Bejeweled as well.
Yeah, and then I was like,
that bit and then you left.
Okay, cool. That's all I care about. Bye. And then that was it.
Montrose!
Yeah, that was it. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
It was kind of underwhelming considering it was the first one they've done in a while.
First one this year, right?
I always get really disappointed when they don't announce anything that I really care about. Always. Because every Nintendo Direct, I'm like, yeah, Star Fox, come on. I'm going to get some Star Fox, yeah. Never happens. So.
Hey, they got
what was the big thing announced?
Coming out. Inazuma 11, which is not a big thing, but it's still...
Well, that's already out, because they were like, you can download it straight after this. I thought that was quite cool.
I'm a little disappointed, though, that it's just the very first DS game. And not one of the various 3DS games.
And it's just downloadable only as well.
I mean, like, it's $20. I was interested in it because I'm like, oh, it's by Level 5. Level 5 is cool. Dark Cloud, Dragon Quest, they're nice people. And I'm not a biggest soccer fan ever, but I understand the game, and anytime you give me a sports RPG, I'm like, oh, cool. And it's only I mean, to be fair, they never released one ever in the States, so I guess like they give us the cheapest one to localize. I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's the first one ever for the DS.
Yeah, probably.
But the gameplay looks weird, man.
It's something to get used to. It definitely implements a lot of the touch.
Yeah, the thing is I can't play that. Like I would like some kind of demo. Like I don't know if I would like maybe emulate it and see what it's like, because like I'm interested in it. I'm pretty interested in the look, it's an RPG, I can run around, and then my battles are soccer matches. That's cool. But then like the gameplay looks really difficult. And this whole podcast has made me look like I don't like difficult games. That's not the truth. Because even now I'm like, oh, this game's too difficult, I can't buy it. But no, it's just the mechanics look really different.
It's a different kind of game. It's not something that.
And the only way I'll know if I like it is if I spend $20. And no.
That's a bit messed up.
But anyway,
slightly.
The rest of the direct.
So
I
what
don't even
else?
remember what happened. To be honest.
Donkey Kong, the tropical something.
Super Smash Brothers, right? New character was
Oh, yeah.
announced
Oh,
or
yeah.
something. I saw that.
Punch Out guy.
Punch Out dude.
What's his name? Like Flappy Jack or something? What's his name?
I don't know.
Mac.
Oh, what is it? Oh,
Flappy. All right.
Oh, yeah. That's what is it? Flappy Mac.
Yeah,
was
and
in-
also the Mario Kart stuff.
Oh yeah.
I was in like a group of people and we were talking about it as it was happening, and everyone was like, "Who's this guy who's been announced for Smash Bros?" Because like he's from a NES game, sorry, an NES game, as far as I know.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't play on, and most of my friends definitely didn't play on. And the only reason that they know him is because he was an assist trophy in the last Smash Bros game. So
Yeah.
They
I
did
don't know.
do the Punch Out remake for the Wii.
Did they?
Yeah, there was a whole 3D new version of Punch Out. I don't know how popular it was.
Is it Wii Boxing?
I think it's called Punch Out, and I think that's where they got the current character model.
Yeah. Because he looks familiar. Like it
Flappy
was like
Mac.
I was like, this is not the NES one. Like that's for sure. But it looked
Can
familiar.
I just say, like, the character announcements for this Smash Bros. Have been absolutely dire. They've been really bad. It's been like, oh, Wii Fit Trainer, Villager
I
from
agree.
Animal
It's been really
Crossing.
disappointing. I'm like, okay, cool, I guess. But I'll still get it. 3DS.
Well, that's what I'll have to get it for because I don't have a Wii U, and
I'm thinking about buying one, you know.
I'm tempted to because of Mario Kart.
I have a Wii U.
Yes.
I like Mario Kart. And what the fuck? I read somewhere they're doing for the Virtual Console, they're doing Game Boy Advance games for the Wii U, but not for the 3DS. Can anyone explain that shit to me?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's some awesome games in the Game Boy Advance. People have been asking for Game Boy Advance Virtual Console stuff for a long time. And they do it, and it's not on the handheld system.
Well, they need more people to buy a Wii U, man.
Yeah, but what the
Seriously.
fuck? It makes no sense.
I don't blame them, to be honest, because
That's
they're
how
like,
it
well,
is.
that might sell the
Yeah.
console a bit.
That's
And to be honest,
horrible.
I'm scared that, you know, the guy who presents the Nintendo Directs, Iwata, terrified he's going to get fired, because I love that guy. He's so good.
He's a nice man.
But it's looking like he might get
Like,
Get the
fired
axe.
because he's, you know, not good at running the company, apparently.
a lot of people hate on Nintendo recently, and I mean it's understandable, I guess. I mean, what's on the Wii U currently?
The Wind Waker.
The Wind
No.
Waker.
That totally wasn't on the GameCube or anything.
Yeah.
They've given lots of support and lots of even just really good third-party support on the 3DS. If they had even a sliver of that kind of support for the Wii U, it'd be really interesting because
The problem is, they were like, yeah, we've got all these third-party games that are coming out on the Wii U. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And then all of the developers just went, it's not selling. So we're not going to do them anymore. Like that, Ubisoft announced that Watch Dogs for the Wii U is going to be delayed further than the other versions of it because, I don't know, I guess they just wanted to focus the resources on making those versions good and then worry about that later.
yeah, because I mean those other versions are the ones that are going to sell the most
Yeah.
copies.
They're actually gonna sell.
So Bayonetta 2, though, when that comes out,
There's an exclusive.
yeah,
That's actually high profile and good. Bayonetta's a fun game.
I've never played Bayonetta.
neither have I, but all my friends are really excited about it, so I feel like I should maybe play that at some point.
Wait, what's Bayonetta on? Just PS3 and Xbox
Like,
60?
Everything.
It's on.
Is it on
Yeah.
PC?
No.
No.
Damn.
Sorry.
It's on everything apart from the PC and apart from the Nintendo Wii.
It's on
so.
Game Boy Advance. Now get the Virtual Console on the Wii U.
Exclusively on Wii U though, yeah.
Play Bayonetta Advance.
Bayonetta Advance.
I don't know if it'll sell consoles though.
Now, Platinum games, their games are usually kind of niche. Same goes with like Suda stuff. Like they aren't really system sellers; they're just damn good games.
Yeah.
But I mean, Platinum makes a mean game though. Like they don't suck usually. So
Usually.
yeah.
Keyword there.
That's the keyword, yeah.
I really want to buy a Wii U. I have like I
Did
bought.
you ever get into Pikmin? Because they have Pikmin 3.
That's true. There's Pikmin 3. And there is Wind Waker, which I've never played. So it'd be new to me.
You totally
Um,
should.
and there will be
That's such a
love
good
it.
version.
Smash. And the successor to Xenosaga, the game that you can only get for like $350 million now,
Oh yeah, I know that game.
which I would like to get because it looks like a super fucking rad game. But
Yeah.
you could buy it used at GameStop. They'll sell it to you officially for like $100. Yo, GameStop, how about you fuck off?
Why is it so expensive?
It's like they didn't print a lot of it. Like
Yeah, it's a very limited.
a lot of
Oh, okay.
This is why when a JRPG comes out that I really kind of like, or even if I'm not gonna play it, like I thought it was gonna happen with Ni no Kuni. I thought, okay, here's a JRPG that comes out. It's not Final Fantasy, and it's even though it's Ghibli, it's not Final Fantasy. It doesn't have a Tails name in it. This might not sell that well. They might not print a lot of it. I might need to get this before it turns to $100.
Right.
I feel because like JRPGs, I mean, they're really popular, but they're still a niche market in the West, and I kind of felt that Bravely Default, like I should probably buy this before.
But you can buy that on the Virtual Console, well, not Virtual Console, eShop. So
that's true. And I would really like it if Xenosaga came out, or it's like Xenosaga Chronicles. I don't remember what it's called. Chronicles is in the title, but Xenosaga is an old series too, so I don't fucking know what this one's called. Xenoblade Chronicles. Boom. Welcome to the future.
Boom.
I know every title.
Future.
Sorry.
Slow clap. Start slow clap. Someone.
are you catching my cold?
Yeah, it's really good. Skype's in
European colds, man. Super strong.
I'll mute my mic for a second. Keep talking.
Well, now it's just awkward. Well, I'm excited about Mario Kart. I've got to say.
Are you excited for all the new characters?
Didn't they just announce the Koopalings?
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't matter because I'm literally gonna go. It doesn't matter because I'm gonna go. Oh, Yoshi's in this game, and then play as Yoshi, and that's gonna be it. So
yeah, is Toad in there? Because that's all I care about too. So there you go.
probably
There
they've
you
got
go.
every character in there. I swear.
I gotta be Donkey Kong. That's it.
To be honest, this generation of consoles, I haven't seen anything that has convinced me to buy a console yet. Whether
Well,
it
I
be
think it's still early
you-
days for
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Xbox One and PS4.
Now the
so-
Wii U, it's like,
even the Wii U, I'm just
No.
like, I don't know. Pikmin
The
3,
Wii U
I guess,
doesn't have an
but
excuse.
Yeah, they've had such a jump start on it.
They always do, though.
Yeah,
It's always Nintendo that releases their console first.
I think
Or
they were
really late, if you want to look at it that way. I
they were
suppose.
really hoping for the lightning in a bottle effect that the Wii had, because the Wii didn't have a lot of games either. I mean, Wii Sports, and then Twilight Princess on launch.
that thing
Yeah, but then
sold
they
out.
got Wii Fit, and then they got the casual market in, being like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I want to get fit."
And so I think they expected that same amount of people to buy this.
Well, they just didn't advertise it well and didn't
Yeah.
name it well because it sounds like an add-on for the Wii.
Exactly.
right.
Doesn't sound like a new console, so
Wii U.
And it kind of
Yeah,
isn't.
yeah.
It's HD, and then only the first player can use the new tablet control, and then the rest of the
Yeah, but
players
you
have
still-
to use the wand controls. I don't know. I'm
you
just
still
like,
have
okay,
to buy a new console for it that they haven't really made abundantly
Right.
clear.
right.
Because I'm sure loads of people have gone, "Oh, I wonder what the Wii U is," and not known because they just haven't advertised it very well, and I think that's been a really big flaw in this whole thing.
And I'm really interested in getting one. Like I just need games for it. Like I really like the controller. I like it. I don't hate it. I'm very much interested in HD Nintendo games because even though they've never had the most powerful system in the lineup, like, oh, look at my graphics card, it's got a big ass. Their games are always so aesthetically pleasing that in HD they look nice no matter
no,
what.
they look so good. Like Wind Waker is so damn
Yeah.
beautiful. Oh
And
my gosh!
I want to see Mario 3D World in HD. It probably looks like
I haven't picked that up yet.
the
But
whole time I played Mario Galaxy, stretched out on my TV, and in standard on my HD TV, I'm like, this would look so fucking good in proper resolution. Because I loved Mario Galaxy, and I thought it looked aesthetically fucking awesome. I would have loved if I could have been like let it stretch out, let it breathe, visually. So I'm still interested in getting one. I can't wait.
I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get one at some point, but I really do want that price drop.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I've had every single Nintendo console at some point in my life, so I can't not get this one, but I just since I'm buying these things by myself now, my parents aren't buying them for me. I need a price drop because I'm poor, so I would really like.
How much
to
is the
buy
console
one.
going for right now?
300.
300. Okay.
Wait, it's
Wait, is that
300?
premium?
Yeah.
Because
That's
it's
for-
going for like £220
I
here.
thought it was 250.
Is it 250?
250 is the one that's like 8 gig. It's like an 8 gig hard drive or
Oh
something
yeah,
like
you don't want
and
that. That's like
Doesn't
getting,
come with the doesn't come with the game.
You don't get Nintendo Land with that.
That's like
Yeah.
that's like getting the 4 GB Xbox 360. Like, are you dumb?
Yeah, or the 12 gigabyte PS3 or whatever it was.
Like, are you dumb?
Yeah, it's 240 for the poop one. And
They
whoa,
do have Mario bundle, which is Luigi Bros U and Mario Bros U for $300. You get both those games.
Yeah,
For
I got the
30
I got the Wind Waker bundle for like 290 off eBay.
who the hell are the Luigi brothers?
That's what it says, Luigi Bros U. That's what
Yeah.
I'm reading on the description of this thing on eBay.
Yeah,
So,
there's
some guy
It's
in
the
the
year of
some guy
Luigi,
in-
remember?
yeah, it's the year of Luigi, man.
It's no longer the year of Luigi, guys. Slow down.
Oh, that was last year. God.
Didn't they say it was
was-
going to the end of the fiscal year, so it was like
Oh shit.
till
Year of Luigi was the worst year for Nintendo.
Oh yeah, isn't there like Super Luigi Bros now coming out?
It's already
I wonder
out.
if they just got some
Or
like
out?
dates delayed
Yeah,
or
it's already
whatever.
out. It's like playing the original Super Mario Brothers but backwards.
You know what? The
Woo!
the year of
Really?
Luigi gave us two good games. Okay, it gave us
Okay.
Luigi's Mansion and Dark Moon. Okay,
Have you
Okay.
played on that?
a little bit. I actually don't own it. I just think it's good. I never played it. But the general,
Luigi's Mansion, it'll be good. It's fine.
yeah, the general consensus is it's good, and I've watched enough of it to say, okay, I haven't bought the shit, but it's good, because I love Luigi's Mansion, so I always be biased. You can make the worst Luigi's Mansion game, and I always say it's good. And Mario and Luigi Dream Team, which is an really fun game,
It's awesome.
with heavy Luigi emphasis. Lots of Luigi in that game. You play in his dreams,
Ooh.
and it's very touching. But anyway, you're Luigi.
All right then.
So
Yeah, but in that Super Luigi Bros, where you play backwards, you can jump really high. In it.
Well, that was Luigi's thing, wasn't it? Is he
Yeah.
could jump higher.
Yeah, they added that, so that's gonna make things very weird because he like jumps,
Awesome.
like legs like shake. He's like, you know.
are you
Totally gonna pay $60 for that.
It's not $60.
Shut the fuck up, Brian?
$60.
Why don't you fact check your shit, you fuck?
How much does it cost?
It's probably like it's $5 probably. So
No, I bet it's 40.
$5.
Not good.
40
$60.
$40.
Damn, people must
Yeah.
really like Luigi if they'll
It's
That's why
25
they did
bucks,
so
Brian.
badly.
Well,
God.
to bit my head off.
25 bucks, you fucker.
Is it?
Yeah,
No,
much.
it's
Too much
not.
still.
dick.
It's not $25.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking on Amazon right now.
No, it's not. How is it? You can't. That's dumb.
The side Luigi game. It was only 30 bucks retail anyway. This is the price cut.
Wait, link me this.
okay.
Link me right now. Link me right now.
You don't believe? You don't
I
trust
don't believe you. That's ridiculous if it really is.
Wow.
me? It's just a little side Luigi game. There you go.
Not that one. Shit, not that one.
What the Luigi games are there?
Super Luigi Bros.
That's what that is.
That's
No,
Super
that's new
Luigi.
Super Luigi Bros. U.
Look. Wait. What's the other one?
So confusing.
Is it the
This
is it
this
the
is why
2D
Nintendo isn't
platformer
selling
thing?
consoles.
Yeah, I'm talking about the original. You know, the original Super Mario Bros. From the NES, right? The original. That's what I'm talking about.
You're thinking we're talking about that for $60.
Wait.
That's what I thought. I'm confused now too.
No, I'm talking about the original Mario. Remember that for the NES,
What?
right? You guys remember that? Remember that game?
Super
But this-
Luigi Bros.
Yeah, but this one is with Luigi. You play as Luigi, but you play that same
Oh,
full
well,
game backwards.
that came out on the Virtual Console.
That's what I'm talking about the whole time. We're still talking about Nintendo Direct.
Oh, I thought
We're talking about Nintendo Direct. That's what we're talking
This is the
about.
worst podcast
Oh,
ever.
I thought you were just making something up. We're talking about a game that's already out.
I thought we were talking about Nintendo Direct still. What the fuck, guys?
But then I thought
This
we
is
were
exactly why Nintendo's not selling Wii U consoles.
Yeah.
It's not their lineup. Let's be real here. Come on, Nintendo.
I know
love
we've been. all of us been talking about different
I don't
games, but we
blame
thought we were
Bill's
talking about the
stupidity.
same
I
thing.
blame Nintendo. Okay, I got
This
you
is Nintendo. Like, I thought you were talking about new Super Luigi Brothers. You, we, ha, he, who. That's what it is.
Oh.
Oh god.
This
I think
is
they need to name things better
Best
somehow.
episode
Nintendo.
ever.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we have the whole cast here.
Why is it so dumb? Why is it new? Is it always gonna be new forever?
That's
Forever?
That's
Well, they've made like 3 of those games already, and they're all stupid.
And they're all new. Like I recently played the new Super Mario Brothers for the original DS that came out in like 2006. It's not freaking new anymore. I don't want to call it new.
I was super excited when I got the Wii one. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play Mario. It's gonna be like old times but newer, and it's just the same as it was, just
Like
shinier graphics. And
the next one should be called even newer Super Mario.
I'm just not that big into the like side-scrolly platform things. I'm gonna be honest. So I was just so disappointed, and they just keep making them, and they need to stop.
Give it enough time.
I played on it for so long.
Oh, it's horrible. I'm not the biggest fan actually of this this new, ever since like the Wii came out, like, you know, the platformers, they have like a little bit of a different feel to them compared to the classic ones.
Like they hold your hand.
I don't know, it's hard to say. Like even the Donkey Kong, I'm not even that big of a fan of the Donkey Kong, like for the Wii, you know, for the Wii and for the 3DS. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It just feels so different compared to the original. It doesn't feel like the platformers back on the SNES days and stuff.
Yeah, because it's a platformer on the Wii.
Well, the Super Mario Brothers, like, isn't
shit.
You're about to die, you can like jump in a bubble.
Well,
yeah,
or something. It's like it just holds your hand or something. And then like, what was it, like Kirby's Epic Yarn? Like you couldn't even die or something.
You can't die in that game.
Can't die.
It's just they're holding hands now. Yeah, casual market is what happens.
The Yarn Yoshi game, which is gonna be like that as well.
It's gonna do the same thing. Yeah.
See,
I hope it doesn't. I'm really excited about that because I
want Yoshi to die.
I don't know. I don't mind if certain games have options like that. You know, like I don't mind because like I mean, fucking 6-year-olds are playing these damn games.
Well,
you know?
I wish there was a way to turn that off or on.
No, what the hell, Bill?
Yeah, but I didn't get that when I was 6. It was like you died and you had to start again. Where's my option?
I was 6. I was playing like Donkey Kong. And I was throwing controllers all over the room.
Well,
I guess this is a Wii now. You can like throw it at
to my understanding.
TV.
To my understanding, the new Donkey Kong is still pretty difficult. To my knowledge,
it is pretty difficult. I've beat it at this point on the 3DS version. I mean, but
are you looking forward to Tropical Freeze then, or not really?
I'm gonna buy it. I'm not super looking forward to it. It's not like I'm like going crazy over it. If it was like the classic type of Donkey Kong Country game. Plus, I hate the enemies. Why the fuck are they drums? I don't want drums to be my enemies. I want those like rats and shit. Where's King Croc?
Killed him.
I think Yokorama. I mean, since it is a new game, you should just go play the old one.
I do play the old one.
I think that Yokorama needs anger management.
Because then I think
if they released throwing it out there,
if they released a version of Donkey Kong Country that was almost identical to the old ones, then Nintendo would get criticized for
not innovating.
Give us some like.
They get criticized for that anyway.
No, give us some like similar faces, like faces that we know and love. Like I can't believe King Croc is not in that game.
Well, this is the problem, right? Can I just say this is the problem? Because like everyone says, Nintendo don't innovate. They use the same characters over and over again, and if they didn't, people would get mad like you are.
No, but listen.
Boom. Shots fired.
Bowser is in every stinking Mario game.
No, he's not.
Well, all these platformers and shit. Come on.
He's not in Zelda.
No, I mean like I said in Mario and every.
Oh, I thought you said in Nintendo games. Sorry, I am ill. I'm ill. I'm calling the ill card, okay?
All right, I'll
continue.
No, but I mean like Bowser is the villain. He's the villain of the freaking game. We see Koopa Troops. We see like fucking mushrooms, shit. Like where's King Croc? Where's those thinking rats? Not happy.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a generation gone past.
Yeah. And the thing with the new Donkey Kong too is it's been so critically praised too. Like, it's a well loved game again. The Donkey Kong Country series. So they did
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's a really good platformer. In the end,
It's
when
not
you
what
break
you
it down,
want.
it's just not a Donkey Kong. It doesn't feel especially you can't freaking. You know how in the original one you find the other monkey, you throw the barrel, whatever, he follows you until one of the monkeys die and you play as the other monkey. That's not how it works in this one.
So how does it work?
You freaking Diddy Kong is on your back and he has a jetpack. What? That's what it is.
But they kind of fisted lore though. He had a jetpack in Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, it does fit that, but you can't play as him. That's what I'm kind of happy about this Tropical Freeze is it seems that you can play as him, and you can play as a lot of characters in there. You can even play as Cranky Con, which is like the first time ever. So that's kind of cool.
So you're the one
Sorry.
that's excited for that.
He's the only one I've heard that's been happy about that.
Hey, I want to play as Cranky Con. That guy's been a freaking.
In Diablo 3, I
It's
want
just
to play as
reminded
Deckard
me.
Cain. You know what I mean?
That's a good one. That's such a beautiful comparison. But I
It
mean,
just reminded me of the Spike Awards where Reggie was like, and you can play as Cranky Kong, and like just disappointed.
I'm the only one that stands up like.
Woo!
No.
Takes off his shirt, just playing around like a crazy person.
Helicopter.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm actually excited because that's something familiar, I guess. I'm a very nostalgic person, and Cranky Con has been a piece of shit in that game since the first one. He would try to talk to him, and he's just like, "You're doing everything wrong. You suck." And you're like, trying. Damn it. So it's kind of cool that you can actually like play as him now, and you can play as a lot of characters like Diddy Con, Dixie Con. You play as all of them. That's great. So I'm happy with that.
Let's fast forward to Permadeath episode 50 when this game's out.
Okay.
And we're gonna be sitting here, and we're gonna be, what have you guys been playing? And Yoko's gonna be like, oh, I got Tropical Freeze, and he's gonna go, but I just wish they didn't have this huge roster of characters in here. I wish they just kept it.
Dude, I'm gonna call it.
Like back when I played it on the SNES, I was just Donkey and Diddy, and now it just doesn't
come on,
look
man.
the same.
The only thing I said is for the villains. Like, I don't get why drums are villains. How can a drum be a villain?
Wait, do these drums have eyeballs?
They do have eyeballs and they float.
I think it's so you could jump on them and does it make the noise and you jump on their head?
It does make the freaking noise.
That's why.
That's great.
It's now a musical platformer. You heard it here first.
Boom, boom. Actually, did you ever play Donkey Konga?
No.
For the GameCube?
Gosh, yes.
I have that. I have like 2 Kongos.
drum's
Like my
still
probabher comes
somewhere.
over sometimes. We'll play like multiplayer with him, Donkey Konga.
Oh,
Live the life, Yokorama, live the life.
You're living his dream, buddy.
Your neighbors in the barn are banging on the ceiling. Stop playing those damn bongos.
You have to like clap and stuff. Yeah, it's great.
Oh wait.
It's a fun game, actually, as rhythm games go.
Yeah. I've always wanted to try that and the taiko drum game, which is one drum and you just
Yeah, that game's so fun.
spin it your roll. I've always wanted to try it out.
Oh, is that really Japanese one type?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's always at like anime conventions that you go to, and it always like slips across the desk, so you're never very good at it. It's great. That game's great.
Rhythm games.
Yeah.
I like rhythm games.
Well, so do I. I'm kind of mad they, like, I have people like, oh, you fucking think you're good at rock band and try to pick up a real guitar. Get on the stage. Like, dude.
That's why they made Rocksmiths, so you can actually learn.
I'm having fun drunk with a bunch of, like, you don't see people who play Dance Dance Revolution. They don't dance like that in real life. Like, could you imagine you go to a club and there's some guy doing all the crazy steps and everyone clears the path and everyone's like, yeah, and he's going like, with his feet and shit. Like, no, they're just playing
And then there's just some other drunk person going, perfect, good, great, yeah, yeah.
It's
Great,
Bill.
great combo.
Did anyone ever play on the the Super Mario dance mat?
The original one? Is that what you're talking about?
The one that was on the GameCube.
And my cousin had that, and I went to his house, and my aunt's house, my aunt's apartment was kind of small and kind of flimsy, kind of, but like it's really kind of compact, and like his GameCube was on the second floor, so we played down this dance mat, and I'm not like an obese man, but I've always been a little bit bigger, and I was tall compared to that apartment. Like I couldn't fit in that place, but So here we go. We set up a dance mat to play this Mario DDR game, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go right to expert. I never played this game before. Fuck it. I'm gonna shake this place up, and I start trying to do these steps, and the whole house is shaking, and like I just felt like a
You know you have to
Godzilla.
lose weight, buddy.
I felt like it's my fault. I was like to scale in that apartment. I was Godzilla to Tokyo. Like that's
Okay.
You were a Titan.
Yeah, you're a Titan.
but the songs were cool.
Yeah, man.
It had Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Yeah, cool song.
But yeah,
Song I request when I go to the club.
like rhythm games, like I've always loved Rock Band. That's why I'm kind of mad it kind of died off and they stopped making songs for it because there's so many songs I wanted them to put on Rock Band.
Oh, are they not making songs for it anymore?
Now they stopped. At least until I guarantee you they do a one for the next gen.
Yeah, they definitely will.
They say goodbye for now, like on their goodbye video for the DLC.
Yeah.
Um,
Bill, have you played Usu?
yeah, fuck that game
You don't like that one?
Oh.
All right.
because I suck at it. And
Yeah, I suck at it too, but I'm saying it's a good rhythm game for free.
yeah,
You know, for the
yeah.
computer. I
Wait,
don't know,
wait. Is that one? It's like the
It's
website
the one
is
that
pink.
Yeah, it's the one the league players play all the time in between in between their games.
Yeah, I know what you're talking. I haven't played it, but I've had it bookmarked for a very long time.
This is the
It's good.
This is the rhythm game of choice for professional league players. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
It is.
No, it really is. Like
that,
they play
that really is.
It's pretty crazy.
That they play. It hones their clicking abilities.
I've seen people play like Step Mania on the keyboard, which has always been kind
Frets on. Do you remember Frets on Fire?
Yeah.
Or was it
The-
that? Oh
the-
gosh, it was like the poor man's version of Guitar Hero back in the day.
of Source Guitar Hero for PC. You know what? To that game,
Yeah.
credit. You can like import and make any song you wanted into that game.
No, yeah, it was awesome.
But it was
What about games like Beat Hazard, and like Audio Surf?
Beat Hazard.
Beat Hazard is
Sounds
the
familiar.
Beat Hazard's
That-
sweet.
shit. It's an Asteroids type game that you put
Yeah.
a song in, and like it depends
Okay.
like on the beat of the song.
Yeah,
That's
if you
how
have a
crazy
song
enemy
that's
it is.
really intense and fast, it'll take the waveforms and build a level around it. Like you'll get like so you have for example I play Blue Jive Monster from the Floyd Cooley soundtrack, which is rad as shit in that game.
Nice.
You import the MP3, it'll load
Match
the
it up.
level. Your spaceship sit in the middle of the screen, and as the song plays, enemies will start coming on. And the more intense the song gets, the bigger the enemies. And
Yeah,
when
there's
the
like
song
bosses.
when
and
the
stuff.
song reaches like its big awesome climax in Blue Jive Monster, like the boss comes in, and then the song kicks back in as the boss starts. It's fucking rad. It's a really cool game. But is that a rhythm game or?
It's still. I think it's still a rhythm game because it's a music game at least. I guess.
True, that is true.
It's kind of hard to where does it stop? Where do you draw the line? I don't know.
These are the questions Aaron should be asking.
Where does it stop?
Where does it stop?
Where does the rhythm stop?
You can't stop the rhythm.
You can't stop the rhythm.
Yeah, can't stop the rhythm. Can't stop believing. Come on, man. Let's be real here.
Don't stop.
So, what have you guys been up to anyway? Playing wise, anything cool to share?
Pokemon X and Y. Way
That's
too
right.
much.
Ryan, did you just fucking open Osu on Steam? Like right now?
Yeah, I did. Oh, I'm listening to the music right now. I was playing a little bit. I'm surprised it took you guys that long.
Not only is it the rhythm game of choice for professional league players, but it's the thing Kubo does instead of doing the podcast. Wow.
Hey, he's
you want me to
honing
tell you
his
the
skills,
truth?
all
Tell you
right?
the truth right now. I've been playing WoW the whole time. I'm not even joking. I've been playing World of Warcraft,
You're-
auctioning and queuing up for dungeons for Valentine's Day.
Well, this has been my dad doing this, not me. I just got here. So, fuck off.
No, yeah, so Pokemon X and Y.
That's right. Now, for anyone listening, Kubo is the guy who has like 6 million hours in Pokemon.
Dude, way too many. I've hit time cap in Black and White 2, Black and White, and
What
Heart
the
Gold
hell's-
and Soul
What the
Silver.
hell's time cap?
So after you get to 999 hours and 54 minutes, you
What?
can't go any more time above any more time apparently.
You've hit
Yeah.
in more than one Pokemon game.
Yeah. Dude, I'm obsessed. It's because
Like, that's what-
I competitive battle, so I practice with all my friends and go to tournaments and stuff like that. So
Dude,
like GC and stuff.
now, like, can you tell us why it took you so long to get these? Because I know when
Okay.
when a game
Yeah.
came out, I'm like, oh, dude, I bought it. Like, I'm not like I love Pokemon. I played since I was little, but like, I'm not like you're fucking like you're like
Yeah.
this is your league, like Pokemon.
Right.
Why did you only get it this like 2 weeks ago?
Because of work. because I knew that if I started playing it when it came out, it wasn't a good time. Like I was graduating and like I had to get like a job and focus more on school, like work in general, right? So I knew that if I had gotten it then, that it would have been the end of me. That's why. That's the only reason why.
How many hours did you put into it?
So far, okay, so I started on the 7th, so today's the 15th. I put in 60 hours so far.
It's like a full-time job.
Yeah, right now. And I haven't beaten it yet. That's the thing. I'm on the 7th gym. I just got the 7th badge. So, yeah.
And then there's so many hours ahead of you.
Because I just breed, like, because I have all the Pokemon already. And then, so I just breed all these Pokemon for, like, friends so that they can have, like, competitive Pokemon. So that's, like, mostly what I do.
Has anyone been watching the thing on Twitch at the minute, which is Twitch Plays
Yes.
Pokemon?
Yes.
It's so good.
That is pretty cool. I checked it out last night. When Ryan told me about it when we were playing a game last night, and I'm like, that has to be a disaster. Like what?
It is. It really is.
It's a glorious disaster.
It is so cool. Like, dude, like what? That's so cool. I don't know. I'm just I'm smiling right now. That's how cool it is. Sorry.
I just checked back. I haven't watched it in about 2 hours, and they are in the exact same place that they were 2 hours ago, and I don't know how.
Yeah.
Wait, what is this? Link me.
So because here's the thing, they had a bunch of people from Reddit and 4chan just like troll them basically. So like they've had them like wipe their own Pokemon, like do all this stupid stuff. Like for like I think 10 minutes, people were just trying to get into the options menu just so they could put the text to like slow, just to like troll, just so like it would be harder to like get through the game, advance through the game. And they're in the same spot that I saw them at when I checked before streaming.
What badge are they at now?
They they beat Lieutenant Surge.
Okay, because last night
that was a miracle. That was a total miracle.
What are they doing? Like I don't get it.
All right, yeah, you
go ahead, Ben. No, you do.
No, I talked enough. I heard my voice.
Jesus, take the wheel. Go.
I've talked about Titanfall for too long. I don't want to talk anymore.
Okay, fine. So basically, the chat, the program reads the inputs that are being put into chat right now. So when someone's spamming left or right or whatever, it's going to move the character left or right. That's basically all it is.
I was watching it last night, and they lost to Surge.
Right. The first time, right?
They walk out of the Poke Center, and they're just for like an hour walking in and out of the Poke Center, just over and fucking over again.
Yeah, it's great, dude.
It just reminds me how simple it is now, because they're like when you get to Lieutenant Surge's gym, there's a tree outside that you have to cut, but to cut it you can't click A on it like you do now. You have to go into the menu, select the Pokemon, select the move, and then it'll do it.
Right.
Can you trying to get Twitch chat to do that when there's 20,000 people there? It took him forever.
It's great.
I can't believe they actually did it.
I know.
It's really interesting. Very cool. I didn't know this could be done.
Menu. They went into menu.
Saving.
They're saving.
They are. He did kind of cheat, apparently, a bit from what my friend says, because he did put it on subscriber-only mode for a bit. And so there's less people, obviously, like, typing, so they did get, like, a little bit further, but then people complained, so he turned it off. But, yeah.
Well, not that it's hard to subscribe. I mean, what's the big deal?
It costs money.
Oh, wait, does it actually cost money?
It's $5.
Oh, wait, like, not subscribe to their channel. Oh, that's a follow. That's a follow on Twitch. Subscribe is an actual thing. Okay, never mind. I'm not up on my Twitch vocab.
Oh man, they're moving. They're moving.
But so how are you liking XMY so far, Ryan?
I can't complain. It's good. It's solid, and I'm just trying to blast through the game right now so I can actually play the game, because I don't care about story. I don't care about any of like the lore or whatever. I'm just trying to get through the game to start battling people and stuff like that. So, I can't complain. It's good.
One of my favourite things in that game, surprised me, was Wonder Trading.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know why. It's just...
It's addicting.
I've Wonder Traded like 6 boxes a guy so far.
I've done it for hours before, because I've been like, okay, I'll trade this oddish and see what I can get for it. And you get something like really cool after 3 hours of doing it. So, that's what I do with my life. I still need to get Pokemon Bank, though.
Yeah, I downloaded it to get the Celebi, and I haven't used it, and I don't think I'll use it for a while. I don't think I'll pay the $5. I'll just transfer all my Pokemon I need to before my 30-day free subscription or whatever.
Yeah. Seems like the best way to do it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's an expensive thing, but...
Just not.
What did you say? What the? What, the, what was that?
Huh? Did I say something?
Yeah.
You like said something like underneath your breath.
Yeah. After
Really?
after the Pokemon thing ended, all
No, I didn't say anything.
All I heard was like or something like that.
I muted my mic really quick. It could have been that, but I didn't say anything.
You're like,
one of you has a ghost talking in your
It
mic.
sounds a lot like Kubo.
This is exactly what-
Kubo's.
You'll have to re-listen to this.
Dude, it's fucking there. That's fucking weird. It
wasn't
Are you
just.
sure it wasn't your like chair squeaking?
No, my chair doesn't sound
the
like
whole time.
my chair.
I heard it too. That's the thing.
Huh.
My
All
chair
right.
doesn't sound like Ryan Kubo. Hey,
I've been like muting my mic every once in a while. And I actually have to physically like grab it. So
How
I can make
often
static
did my-
feedback?
has my chair been squeaking the whole episode? Like a lot.
Not a lot.
No,
but
mine
like,
has though.
times.
Okay, good. I mean, because I can't sit still, so like, I'm sorry if it squeaks. Sorry to all the listeners out there if it squeaks.
We're so unprofessional.
I don't know. I didn't even notice it, so it's fine.
Good.
Don't worry about it.
How about anyone else playing anything cool?
Flappy
Fallout
Bird,
New
man.
Vegas.
Flappy Bird.
Oh,
Nope.
we talked about that?
Nothing else matters.
Have you been playing the
you know-
Flappy MMO?
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Somebody made a website you go to called flappmmo.com, and you are playing Flappy Bird with hundreds of other people at the same time. And there gets to a point where you're playing it and you're with all these people, and then you just watch them all die really quick, and you keep going, and you're alone. Like everyone else died, or they're just not playing because it's a really stupid idea.
This is so distracting. I'm trying it right now.
The Flappy
I actually
MMO?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am too.
You know, the whole Flappy
Oh my
Bird thing,
god, I can't even get one. What the fudge? I'm good at this game.
the whole Flappy Bird thing's funny because this guy took the game off of the App Store and the Play Store. His reasoning was because it was too addictive of a product, which I don't buy that.
That's bull
That's
crap.
not true.
I don't buy that at all. Some people speculated that Nintendo might have threatened him with something, and he just took it out before. I mean, because of the warp pipes, and he does look like what's that fish called in Mario?
The flying fish.
Yeah, it looks like
That's not his actual name though.
it's not the assets aren't ripped exactly from him, but it's heavily inspired. So I mean, like they might have done something. I know Nintendo is really protective over their shit. So I mean,
Yeah.
the slightest bit of similarities, they might be like, no, hey, we don't have. This could be their moneymaker. Sue the
From
Flappy
what
Bird
I've
guy.
heard, like, it mostly spanned from a Kotaku article where they basically said Flappy Bird's a rip-off of everything ever, and the creator got a lot of flack for it, so
Yeah.
it was just like, nope, I'm done.
He got
I made my money. I'm gone.
a lot of death threats, and like it's kind of weird. Like it's just it's a fuck. I mean, he's making money off of it. I mean, like the assets. I mean, like yeah, they look like warp pipes, but they're not shaded. Or I mean, there's a lot of games that pay homage to things and have things that are similar. Now, I'm not like vehemently defending Flappy Bird or anything, but I mean, like, how many fucking games are there? Like, what could Activision sue Titanfall? Like, because it's Call of Duty? Like what? Like what? Fuck.
Where does it end? Where do you draw the line? Again, that's
but
the
I mean,
question.
Well,
like I
this is
said-
the problem. Like, it's really, really easy to target these indie devs, basically, who just had a success.
yeah.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of examples. Like, Notch probably had problems with Minecraft being too similar to something at some point, or even Terraria, like, being too similar to Minecraft or whatever.
And when Terraria has an entirely different focus than Minecraft, it's heavily progression based and boss based. So,
Yeah.
but people don't see that and they go nuts.
But if you play on Terraria for 5 minutes, you're like, this is like
yeah.
Like Minecraft.
That's
but
exactly my
shit
first
or
reaction.
whatever.
I when I turned on Terraria for the first time, I didn't play it for like a month afterwards because I'm like, oh, I'd rather play Minecraft.
Well,
That's what I'm saying at that point.
this is just a problem because I don't know. I just feel like maybe it's because I've got indie dev friends, so I'm like really, yeah, indie devs should be able to do whatever they want and it'll be great, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like it's a problem. But
Oh, absolutely. Um,
this is if that's the case. If it's not, then just
especially
ignore
like
everything I'm
this
saying.
is one fucking guy who this game came out last year, by the way. It blew up because of
Yeah.
fucking PewDiePie. Made a video on it, and then
Hmm.
word of mouth just look at this fucking Flappy game, and like the game sat around for a year with no problems. It's just a fucking helicopter game with a bird and some warp pipes. Like, what's the fucking big fucking deal? Like what? And uh, I feel like instead of attacking this man, and I know there's lots of negative PR for places like King.com and like even Angry Birds. These were all ripped off of games that were on Flash Base. Even fucking Candy Crush. It's fucking Bejeweled, man. Like, come on. Why don't? Why isn't the like what? What's the big deal? It's a mobile game for free that you play for 5 minutes.
Right.
Who cares?
Unless
If
you're Yokorama.
and then,
Yeah.
or me, because I gotta admit, like
We got pretty competitive
I
there
got
for a second.
Yeah.
I
For a
was
second.
I
for
was
like
simultaneously trying to beat like, and that's the thing, like, dude, it's a video game, just fucking have fun. Like, it's not the best game in the world. Like,
But it was fun though.
my sister comes up to me, and my sister's 11. She goes, I walk over, I go, Cassie, what are you playing? And she goes, get with the times. I'm playing Flappy Bird. I'm like, that game looks so stupid. Like, don't yell at me because I don't know what the fuck it is. And then I downloaded it because it blew up on the internet. And then I was like, Cassie, this game fucking sucks. I didn't say it like that to her. I'm like, Cassie, this game stinks. Like, how do you have 12 points? I can't even get a 3. And then I beat her score. I got like 15. So I sent her a text message. I'm like, Cassie, check this out. And then she sends me another one with like 50 points. And I'm like, oh no, this can't happen. So then I beat her score again. And then you got like Yokorama and fucking co-providers start sending me scores. Okay, I gotta beat their fucking scores too. And then like no matter how, even if the game was mediocre as shit, I had fun with the high score aspect of it. Of course, you go to the leaderboards and people have hacked 99,000 scores, which just ruins any fun of a leaderboard system on anything. There's always going to be some fucking dweeb who thinks he has to hack the leaderboards when
it's not a hack.
It's so obviously exploited. Like, I don't.
What if it's not a hack? What if they sat there?
It is.
Got
They
99.
definitely got that.
I wouldn't be able to have the focus to go that.
Dude, you would have to like, you would have to pause.
Long.
You would have to pause like for like 2 weeks.
But yeah, there's somebody compiled a tweet, like a list, like you can make lists on Twitter of like 50 or so tweets sent to Dong Nguyen. The first name is Dong. I don't, but no, that's a Dong Nguyen, the guy who did Flappy Bird. And they were like, "Oh, I'll fucking rip your throat out, die, just die. Hope you die in the jungle, die." Like, what the fuck? He made a fucking game about a bird flapping through the air. Like, he didn't like try to fucking like stop every game ever from having the word Flappy in it. He's not trying to take down some other person's game. He just made a game like, oh, let me fucking try to make a game with a Flappy Bird in it for fun and put on the like. He just did it for fun. Like, leave him the fuck alone. Like, what the fuck? People are so shit.
People are just too extreme, man.
It's got a warp pipe in it.
This is why the internet sucks.
Yeah. Man. But anyway, so Joker Allen's been playing Flappy Bird. Abby, I saw you've actually put a decent amount of time into Vegas.
26 hours.
Damn.
And I still don't think I like it.
I was going to say, because I know you're indifferent on New Vegas. But I saw you put a lot of time. Oh, maybe she likes New Vegas now. Maybe she likes it.
I don't.
Who's being right back? Who's being right back?
I think that was Bill's chair again.
Right.
So it gives me a lot of perspective on Fallout 3, so I can be like, okay, it's the same game pretty much.
Yeah.
So I can say, well, it doesn't have a run button, and that would be a really, really good feature in the game, gotta admit. And it's just like the questing in Fallout New Vegas is really, really good. Because wherever you go, there's always a quest, and it's great. But I still don't like it as much as 3 for some reason.
I think it's one of those cases where, like, whatever one you played first, maybe.
Yeah, it could be that.
Because I know with Elder Scrolls, like when I was playing Skyrim, I had the feeling like, wow, this is like everything about Skyrim was so streamlined and smooth, and I really enjoyed every minute of Skyrim. I'm like, this could be my favorite game in the series. But then I sat back, I'm like, you know what though, it's still Morrowind is my first time in this series, and it's still my favorite. It still feels good, even though in a lot of ways Skyrim is better than Morrowind, and in a lot of ways Morrowind's better than Skyrim. But it's just whichever one you kind of got your first dip your toes into first, and especially when the games are as similar as they are too, like with
Yeah.
New Vegas, like whichever one. But even still, I'm not like discrediting which one you like more. I don't want to make it sound like, oh, you only like it because that was the first one you played.
No, I think that's definitely the case. But they added this thing. Well, I don't know if they added it or if it was in the original 2, 3 Fallout games or whatever. Which wasn't in Fallout 3, which was factions. And I hate that. I really hate the idea of having factions because... So there was this, like, little town of super mutants. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be really good to the super mutants, and it's going to be really great, yeah. And they were like, we've got a problem. We've got some mercenaries outside that are trying to kill us. Could you go and sort it out for us? And the options were, pay them money to go away, or kill them. And I didn't want to pay them, so I killed them and took all their stuff, and it was great. And they were working for this other faction that I didn't know if they were like telling the truth when they were saying, oh, we're working for the NCR. Didn't know if they were telling the truth or not, so I just killed them. And then I got infamy with the NCR, who I'd been working for ages to get like this really good like reputation with them. And all of a sudden, I'm walking through Mojave, and some NCR rangers come up to me and say, you have 3 days to change your attitude or otherwise we're going to come for you. I was just like, that's harsh. That's really harsh. So I'm just trying to not give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I don't know, because there's like so many different endings. There's like, you can go with the NCR, you can go, I don't know if you can go with the Legion or not, I assume you can.
I think
you can go for an independent New Vegas with Yes Man, or you can go for Mr. House. And there's like all these different endings, and I just don't know what the fuck to do.
Follow your heart.
I just don't know what to do, and it's so... It makes me want to cry because I'm just...
Overwhelming. Yeah.
I've done all these quests, and I'm like getting to the point where I'm like, yeah, okay, I can do the final battle soon, but I just don't know what to do. I don't know what's the good option. I've paid attention in every single conversation, and I still don't know.
I think I read somewhere that the game doesn't really have a good or bad kind of... man, I could be just making this up. I never really played it more than an hour. But I think it's more like Shades of Grey kind of deal, where...
Yeah, I think that's the case, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, post-game stuff that I'll never get to play.
Yeah.
Like, how will New Vegas run if Mr. House isn't there?
Exactly.
And it's so pointless, because it doesn't matter. But it's really stressful, so I'm just like distracting myself with companion quests and stuff like that. I'm just trying to do that instead. But I think I'll get to the point where I've done all those and I still don't know what to do still, and I'll stop playing it. So, and with that game, I never get the funny bugs, you know, where it's like got characters' eyes on the side of the heads or whatever. I never get anything like that. It's always the game breaking stuff. So the game kept crashing in every loading screen, and I couldn't understand why, and I didn't know what to do, and that's what I get angry at, is when games don't work. Because
then you can't even get angry at the stuff in the game that makes you angry.
Yeah, exactly. It's taking my anger away from me and giving me more. But all you had to do to fix this stupid bug was like start a new game and then load the game from the new file. And it's like, how is that a bug that you haven't fixed? I don't know. Stupid. There you go. New Vegas.
New Vegas.
I've never played more than like an hour or two of it as well, back when it just recently came out.
I think at this point it's probably worth waiting until Fallout 4 now, because they're going to have like a really, really good engine. They're going to have learnt a bunch from Skyrim, and it's going to be awesome. So, if it ever comes out, I don't know if it will.
I have the game. I bought Fallout New Vegas for like $250 on Steam. So
yeah, it gets like stupid coupon sales, so
I don't know. It makes me want to play it for that reason as well, because I got it for so cheap.
It's a good game. Like, looking at it, it's a good game. It's just the factions thing stresses me out. I don't know if that's like in any other games that I can think of. But I've never had to deal with it before, and I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, especially in an open world setting where you're kind of just running around doing your own thing. And then I don't think it's ever been in one of those where like you could do one thing you want to do and then it fucks up another section of the game that you didn't really realize was gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fallout.
I just want to be friends with everyone, and it won't let me.
Just trying to be the nice person.
I'm trying to be the good guy, you know, diplomatic solutions and all that stuff. No, you're not allowed to do that.
Welcome to America.
You gotta steal or kill. That's
and everywhere.
And I hate the fact that you have karma as well. Like, after playing Skyrim and basically being a thief, you have karma in, like, the Fallout game. So if you do something bad, like you steal something, you get negative karma. So I can't steal anything because I want my good karma, but all of my Skyrim training is telling me that I need to steal things. It's so annoying. I like Fallout, though. So I should just say that. Fallout's really good. There you go.
Boom.
Sorry, that was a really long ramble. But
No, that's okay. I talked about Titanfall. In retrospect, I talked about Titanfall for so long that I at the end of it, I'm like, fuck.
Hey, don't worry
listening
about
to
that.
you,
I
to be
was
honest.
legitimately interested in Titanfall.
I wasn't though.
Yo, listen to me.
Kubo ain't interested in anything.
Listen to me. It was so fucking great when you weren't here for the last 10 minutes.
Oh, I bet.
Oh wait, no, I thought you said I've been. I thought I thought you were saying like, oh, I've been here. I've been back. But no. When did you get back? You fucking worm. Did you just slide back in?
Yeah, man.
Slide back in here.
Slide back in.
I
That's
almost
what he did. He slid out of his chains from last time.
dude. I almost just when I just mentioned about Titanfall again, I almost talked about how you call Titan from the sky again. That almost came out. That's what
But I didn't mention it, so that's the important thing.
I've been playing well besides Loadout with Kubo over here.
Yeah.
Which let's talk about shooters. I think I'd rather play Loadout, like something like Loadout, than play Titanfall. And like I'm not making fun of this, not a sign of Titanfall, but Loadout's so fun, and that's my kind of shooter, like Team Fortress 2 stuff. Like I love shit like that. Like I can get good at stuff like that because I don't need to be. I don't want to say accurate, but I can just shoot a rocket and do so much splash damage and kill a man. But I've been playing a lot of Loadout with Ryan. And that's been fun. If anyone doesn't know what Loadout is, that's the new free-to-play third-person shooter that came out on Steam. That is very heavily. I don't want to say heavily influenced, but I mean it's got obvious cues from the cel-shaded cartoon lovey-doveyness of Team Fortress 2
It's
with
awesome.
the
It's
mixture
hilarious.
of blood and gore. I mean it's really cool aesthetically and it's really fun and it's funny. But it's like an arena style shooter, like Quake or like Unreal Tournament. Very fast, a lot of movement based stuff. You're jumping, you're rolling, you're shooting rockets, you're doing crazy shit, you're capturing stuff, and it's a ton of fun. I love that game very much. The weapon customization is sweet. You have a few. I don't think we talked about Loadout on the podcast before, did we? Like maybe in passing once, maybe. But
We've probably mentioned it, but I haven't talked about it.
like there's weapon types. There's a launcher, a rifle, a beam weapon, and like a pulse gun. And you pick like the base like gun type, and then you just go nuts and just customize and put any kind of part you want into it. And you just make so many different gun combinations. I mean, not all of them are viable, but at the same time, I mean, you can make something viable by not being shit. So like, it's just so cool, and I love it. There's so much in the gun customization that if I talked about it too long, it would be another Titanfall situation. But it's a fun game if you like arena shooters that are third person and you like jumping around and getting mad at people.
Quick paced as well.
It's a cool game. It's free to play, and for people who may hear the words free to play, they always kind of wonder, is it pay to win? There's no clear advantages to paying money. They got a good system down. I mean, you unlock, like you customize guns. I mean, they there's no lack of making you want to pay. So like when you customize guns, you only have a limited amount of slots to make these guns. Like okay, there's my one gun. Okay, I have one more free slot left to make another gun. I unlock the next one at level 10, or I can just buy one. But at the same time, I mean, there's no inherent advantage to like having 80 guns made, because I mean, like once you get a good loadout done for like long range, one loadout made for, you know, medium or short range or this objective, you're kind of just using the same shit once you get into the rhythm of things. But and before you know it, you'll have them unlocked. But I actually spent $25 on it to buy the starter pack.
Same. Yeah.
To get yeah, I don't regret it. I mean, I played enough to where like the only things you could buy with money are like little XP boosters, like weapon slots and like costumes. Other than that, there is no advantage to paid players, to free players. But I figured it was worth it. I mean, I customized my guy, got him all cool, bought some slots, and
That's cool.
I'm good. I mean, my boosters have run out, so I mean, I don't have any more XP or currency boost over people anymore. So now I'm just a guy in a cowboy hat. So cool game though. But that's not what I wanted to talk about the most. The game that I want to talk about the most that I was playing is a game called Redshirt. I mentioned the Kuba. Yeah, I know. I mentioned this to Kuba last night. I told him basically what it is. Is that now I saw this. Now this people are hailing this as the worst game they've ever played. If you go down to the Steam reviews, it's all like I do not recommend. But I bought this game on sale, okay, a while ago. I turned it on this weekend. It is a Facebook simulator in space. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Bill, why would you play a game where you're just on Facebook? Well, let me tell you. I don't know. But what I do know is that this game is surprisingly... I'm so glad I just bought it on a whim and like didn't listen to anybody like recommending it. First of all, I don't believe anybody when they say this is the worst game I've ever played, because there's probably a game you played worse than this. You just really want upvotes or clicks or something when you say that. But this game, okay, the way it's set up, it's Facebook. But it's called Spacebook. Okay. This is a game. It's set on a spaceship, a colonized spaceship, like, you know, like the Enterprise, where everyone's living, doing jobs, and having a good time eating chicken wings. It takes place on a big ass like space city ship, and you are like a janitor, and you get a message from one of your friends, a PM on Facebook or Spacebook. That one of their friends just accidentally came across some documents that the government is keeping a secret. And it notes that in 160 days, something's going to happen, and the rest of it's blacked out. They didn't get to read the rest of the information. So you have a 160-day counter until something is going to happen on this ship. And you need to increase your social and occupational standing by playing the Facebook game, by becoming friends, liking posts, getting into relationships, sucking up, getting jobs. I mean, you're not just on Facebook. You're also, you know, micromanaging your. I mean, you're not doing the job, but you're micromanaging your occupation, your guys' happiness, your fatigue, your physical health, and going to events, and just maintaining relationships and working your way up the social ladder so that you can be in high enough standing for that when whatever is going to happen in 160 days, you are in a high enough standing that you can get off of the ship on one of the escape pods with the ambassadors. Now you could probably fail. I don't think I'm in very good standing, but it's just so. And now the game's okay. Everything's randomly generated. All the characters, everything's randomly generated. But I mean, there's not like millions or thousands of different posts that people make. So you will see repeated status updates from people on the ship. But it is so strangely fun, and I can't see myself playing this for 30 hours. But like, you go on there and it's Facebook. It's people post statuses. You can like them. You can post on people's walls. You could post song lyrics. But the way it works is when you go to post a status, you don't get to type what you want in. Otherwise, the game wouldn't react to what you're typing because they wouldn't really realize what the fuck you're saying. Like, if I put a status on the game that said Titanfall beta is pretty good, nobody in the game would know what the fuck I'm talking about. So you click the status thing, post status, and it gives you a list of categories like song lyrics, inspirational quotes, negative job opinion, positive job opinion, flirt, general status. and like everything is satirical and based off references for other things. Like you'll post song lyrics, and it'll be a parody of like Hotel California, and it'll be like welcome to the Hotel Capricornus, which is a planet on this in this game's universe. It's just so ridiculous, and like, for example, it's Facebook, okay? Like when I explain the scenario to you, it's Facebook drama in a game. But I've never participated in Facebook drama, so I'm having fun. I log on the game, and you have your aspirations. It's a mix of like a sim game, like The Sims with Facebook. You have your aspirations. Okay, one of my aspirations is to become in a relationship with Numa. It's this chick who's my coworker. And so I start talking her up on Facebook, you know. I go to work with her. You know, there's some work functions we go to get a burger, a blaster burger. You know, my relationship status is getting pretty high. She's liking me. So, you know, send her a flirtatious private message. She doesn't respond. Okay. I see how it is. You're playing hard to get. I see. So, you know,
this whole time.
By the way, this is like 6 in the morning, okay? I've been playing this game for like 2.5 hours. It's like almost 7 in the morning. I'm like half tired, but I'm just obsessively trying to date this fake person on Facebook. And so, okay, my relationship, I went to a few more functions. You know, your relationship with people, you know, you have your status meters. You know, this person hates you, this person likes you. My meter was maxed out with this chick. Okay, this is my fucking time. This is my move. I sent her a relationship request. Doesn't respond to it. Doesn't deny it. Okay. I'm gonna go to work. You know, because you have a certain amount of turns. It's also strategy based. You have a certain amount. Yokorama, did you just fucking buy Redshirt? All right. Well, Yokorama just booted Redshirt.
Well, that's the end of the podcast this week, guys. We're gonna all play Redshirt now.
Dude, this is like my kind of game. Like I love wasting time in stupid games like this.
Exactly. No, that's the thing. Like, it's also strategy based, and it's sim based, strategy based. You have a certain amount of turns per day. Like, you can't just spend 6 hours doing everything on Facebook.
But you can't spend 2 hours
a day. But I mean, like, what the thing is, like, in game time, like you have to plan out your moves. Like, okay, you need to get this job promotion, but in order to get it, you kind of need to meet certain qualifications, and it also doesn't hurt to get in with the circle of friends who know the boss or the hiring manager for that job. So you need to use the certain amount of turns you have per day. Like you have on weekdays, you have like 3 turns after work, 1 before you go to your job. But on weekends, you have 6 turns. So if you like someone's post, that's a turn. Like it's like a civilization game where you use up a turn and that's your move for that day. So you have to strategically pick who you want to discuss things with or become friends with, or who you want to send friend requests to, or what kind of things you want to practice, because like certain interests and skills you have to train in, and certain people won't become friends with you if you don't have mutual interests or mutual friends. Like this is in real life. Like I'm not gonna add this fucking weird ass bastard. Who is this guy? But if you have mutual friends or mutual interests, still consider it. So it's also very strategy based. Like I said, it's not the most in-depth game. I mean, like it's fun. Everything's randomly generated. It's fun. It's cool. It's fun to waste time on it. Like some people in the reviews are like, oh, like they have 30 hours played, and like this is not as in-depth. Dude, it's like a fucking $10 game. Like what the fuck, man? What did you?
It's like on sale right now.
Yeah, it's on sale, and you can also get it for $1 through a bundle. I shouldn't have told you that, Yokorama, because you probably just paid 10.
I did pay 10.
I paid 10 too. It's okay. I don't regret paying 10. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm making my character right now. I'm enjoying this already.
And
it could be a fucking like, what is that? It could be a huge alien.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's the thing. Also, there's alien races and like there's gelatinous cube races. Like,
oh my goodness,
fun. It's so satirical and it makes fun of modern day Facebook as well. Like in the tutorial, like they're telling you. First of all, there doesn't need to be a tutorial because it's Facebook, but there's a tutorial and they're explaining to you. Like you get a friend request, and they're showing you how to accept the friend request, and like the instructions are like, you have to accept the friend request because if you don't, then your friendship isn't real. Like how people like look at relationships on Facebook, like in real life. Like if it's not Facebook official, you're not actually dating, that kind of thing. Like they just poke holes and fun at the entire Facebook generation, and while making at the same time not the most polished game or not the most in-depth thing, but it's just strangely addictive to just go through a day and then send your guy to bed, wake up, go to work, and then just keep, one more turn. I got to do one more turn. I got to do this, do that. And it plays on that mechanic of if I click this button, I get one more turn, and then I can, it's micro sessions, like you play a little bit at a time, but you just keep going, and it's really interesting game. And there's these missions that you are required. You don't like I said, you don't actually really play anything. Like it's all menu and stimulation based, and managing your stats. But there's these missions that people and yourself are required to be sent on, and it's sent you to a planet, and then you have a chance of dying on these missions as well as your friends. Like people on Facebook. Like, you're all friends hanging out in the spaceship. Well, the government requires you to go on a mission. Your best friend could die on this mission, and you could be there with it. And then your guy becomes really depressed, and you got to find a way to become not depressed. Or your work performance sucks, and then you get fired. And it's fucking cool. It's gets shit on by everyone reviewing it, and its basic concept just sounds so stupid, but I have a lot of fun with it. And whether it lasts me 30 hours or only two more, it's just fun. That's what I've been playing. Facebook.
I don't think it matters about the description sounding like really dull and stuff, because did you ever play on Papers, Please?
Yes, I love Papers, Please.
That sounds like the most boring game that ever existed, and I love it. I think it's great.
I actually, not that I'm like, I love Papers, Please so much, I used up a week of my school paper to write a review for it. Like, instead of doing an actual news story for my portfolio, I did a review of Papers, Please.
Nice.
Because, like, again, like, you talk about it and you're like, oh, you're just approving visas and like travel visas, but it's so fucking cool and addicting and interesting. And I don't think Redshirt's going to have the same acclaim that Papers, Please has, because a lot of people are shitting on it, and it doesn't stay fresh. I can't see it staying fresh for 30 hours, but neither does Papers, Please. And I think Redshirt does something really interesting, and I really like it. I'll recommend it to anyone. Now the only thing is not on sale. It costs $20, and I don't think it's worth $20. I don't know what fucking maniac priced the game. $10 is a good price for it if you're gonna pay. Like, you're gonna pay $10. Like, $10 is a good price for it off the bat. Like, I wouldn't regret.
I got my first friend.
Okay. It's just so strangely addicting, and like once you get into the swing of things, and you're just going from day to day, and it's just really cool. And then there's also the mystery of what's gonna happen in 160 days. Like, what's the event that the government's keeping secret, that they're just gonna let everyone on the shuttle die while they escape, but not me, because I'm gonna become a cool guy. Like, I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Sounds really cool, actually.
It is cool, and like you could check in places. You go to like Blaster Burger, you could check in there, and it's Facebook. Everything about Facebook's on there. It's just in game form and sci-fi and cool.
Though I did just get a tweet from someone saying, let me read this out. Got a tweet from someone saying, having seen an LP of that game, that's just sad. About Yokohama purchasing and playing on that game. So
wait, who
do an LP of the most boring game ever?
You said about LP? What happened?
No, was it Kubo tweeted out?
I tweeted out a screen capture of Yokohama playing Redshirt to the podcast Twitter.
And what, people are hating on it?
No, just Stinus. Just that one guy.
If I do a playthrough this, it'll just be me sitting there, just like
not talking to the camera. Just
I would just be looking and be like liking statuses. That's what I'd be.
Just like what you do in real Facebook.
Here's the thing, though. Like, it's so interesting. Even to watch. Like, I bought it because I watched Dodger play it, and like I saw her play. It's like, I get a lot of my game ideas from like Total Biscuit. Like, what the fuck's he playing now? What indie game is this? And I'll check. I don't always agree with his opinions. I'll buy it anyway, even if he shits on it, depending on what I'm interested in. But and I only saw her play 5 minutes of it, and I'm like, wait a second, this is a like a simulation life simulator game on a space themed Facebook that is satirical. I closed off her video and I went and bought it. I didn't even watch her play it, and I mean, like, yeah, like it. I can't describe why I like it so much. I mean, I guess I did this whole time, but I mean, like, some people will be boggled at it, and like, it's a Facebook simulator. Like, what have we come to? Like, this is just a mess, but. It's an interesting game, and yeah, it's funny. Like, it's a funny game too. Like, I don't know. And I actually think an LP would be fun to watch as well, even though it may not seem like it. But It's just I was playing it with a friend over Skype. He got it too.
On a space highway to hell.
Are you posting song lyrics, Yogura?
Oh my goodness.
It's just it's my kind of stuff. Like it's the same reason I like Game Dev Tycoon so much is I like games like this where you like start from nothing and you're basically just clicking menus. Like even in Game Dev Tycoon, you break Game Dev Tycoon to its purest form. I mean, you're not seeing any of the games you're making. You're just clicking menus and getting numbers back for clicking those menus. But just the thought and imagination of playing that game, like it's just I like being put in that situation. So that's why I like Redshirt so much. But I'm gonna stop talking about Redshirt because I think I've talked about Redshirt long when I talk about Titanfall. Prepare for Titanfall, and yeah, so
Prepare for Spacebook.
but yeah, so yeah, Spacebook.
Oh my goodness. Should we get to some Twitter questions?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Unless there's more to say about Spacebook.
No, I think your grandma. I await your impressions for the next episode.
There you go.
Yeah,
This
man.
was a great Elder Scrolls Online podcast. Talked about everything but it, I swear.
Dude, the comedic timing, Yokorama, of us talking about this game, and then Yokorama is now playing Redshirt.
I'm so glad that it was like only 200 megabyte and it took like 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, it's not a big deal. I'm so fucking glad that happened. But yeah, I think we would have more to talk about Elder Scrolls Online if
Played it.
Yeah, we played this past beta week. I didn't. I just chose to go back to Final Fantasy, which is another thing I've been playing. I mean, I've talked about it on the podcast, but I just really like that MMO. So yeah, it's very nice. But
yeah.
some questions. Let's do some questions. Let's see here.
Let's do it.
One from Ebby. How long is it before then? I'm bad at time zones. That's the first question for the.
Right now.
Hey, here's one.
Yeah.
Here's one from NeoAce.
Yeah.
They ask, which game did you rage the most at? Bill, Guacamelee does not count.
Oh. They know you, man.
Because I think I've wasted 2 episodes talking about Guacamelee. That's
Are
why.
you serious? Oh man.
Yeah. Well, I did. I mentioned it way too much.
That's true.
Who wants to start?
I'm thinking.
I guess Call of Duty. That's the only game I've really gotten like really pissed off at and like, you know, like threatened to like threaten my Xbox. You know what I mean?
That's
like it's gonna listen to me, like you did with Guacamelee or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's the only games where I'm just like, no, I hit that guy. I hit him first. You know, that was probably the only game I've ever raged at. Really.
Huh.
No one else.
The game that I raged at. Well, last game I raged at was Dota 2 because I couldn't figure out how to eat trees. I was promised that you can eat trees, but you can't. You have to like buy something before you can eat a tree or some shit like that. Ain't cool, man. It should be like on the front of the box, saying, "Dismiss."
All right.
That's misadvertisement.
Hey, just keep playing Redshirt, all right? just stop.
So Dota 2. Well, you know that's the last game I raged at. Well, no, it was Guacamelee, but maybe like Dota or League. But honestly, I don't know. Like,
Mine's probably Minecraft. Thinking about it.
I yell at every game I play.
Oh, Flappy Bird.
It's true.
I've raged at Flappy Bird before. Because, like, when you... It's kind of like...
I thought that was a game for only raging at.
No, I actually was pretty happy, usually, when I played.
Maybe The Last of Us.
You raged at that?
There's some hard parts in The Last of Us. But I don't know, saying it's hard for me. It all blurs into one, because I just yell at everything I do. Like, even not games. Like, I'm usually angry at a lot of things. So, I'm going to opt out of this question. It's up to you guys now.
I think mine's going to be Minecraft. Because there is nothing more frustrating than being 2,000 blocks away from where your spawn is set and falling into lava and dying. That happens to me way more often than I want to admit, so I'm trying not to play on Minecraft as much anymore.
It's like that with with pretty mumuch platformer games for me. You rage at every well, I rage at every platform. Thing is, it's really fun though once you get past that point. That's what I like about platformers. You might get stuck at some part, but like once you actually get past it, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's very satisfying. I mean,
I do like raging at games. When there's a game, like not just like a horrible game that you're just like this game sucks, but I mean when you're raging at a game because it's hard, but it's still fair, like that's like the best feeling once you actually.
Well, that's the thing.
What am I even talking about? Dark Souls.
Yeah, that's like the game.
Oh,
Probably.
there you go.
That's just Rage the game. Alright, that's my answer.
Rage the game. Soon Rage the Game 2 is coming out. That's cool.
Oh, Dark Souls 2. I didn't know what was going on there for a second. I'm like, wait, they're making a sequel to Rage.
Like, hold up.
That game.
Did you ever rage playing Rage?
No, I'm sure people have. I'm sure people rage when they found out it was only 8 hours long. There's a difference though, like raging at a game and then continuing to play it. Like that's a sign of a good challenge. But like I've rage quitted games and never played them ever again. Like that's when I don't know if I just suck or the game sucks or I don't know. But like Guacamelee, I raged, but I kept playing it. Like I could have easily stopped, like and been happy, but.
Well, it was the same. It was the same with me, like playing Shank or something like that. That game is pretty rage-inducing, but it's you still want to beat it because you're just like, there's no way that I'm not gonna beat this. Like I've tried, I'm not just gonna quit. It's the same thing with like playing like Super Meat Boy or something like that. You know, you wanna get past those levels. You want to beat it. You don't want to just be like the quitter. I'm not a quitter. So,
but yeah,
just games like that.
So Call of Duty, Minecraft, something Yokorama said. What'd you say? Dota?
Dota.
And I'd opt out. Just mad at everything. Let's see here. There's another question. Where'd it go?
Well, that's half the fun, getting angry at video games.
Where the fuck's the other question?
There's more?
Yeah, what the fuck? Where'd it go?
Oh, here it is.
There's one from Lou. Where the fuck did it go?
Yeah. I got it up right here.
Oh, there it is. I see it now.
Yeah.
If you can, this is from Lou, sitting by the window. Lou reviews. This says if you could add any game character to your Pokemon team, who would it be? And I think he just means like basically make Super Smash Brothers because you could add anybody to your team. It says example Sonic and Bowser and Red 13. Is that from what the hell is that?
Red 13?
I don't know.
Red X111. Is that from like Mega Man or something? I don't know. That sounds like a dick because I don't know if that's funny.
I'm looking up. It looks like a red what is it? Cat? Where's this from?
Yo, Lou. Who the hell is Red 13? I'm gonna look up my phone.
It's like
Oh, it's from Final Fantasy.
Is that? Okay, I've never seen this character.
From Final Fantasy 7. Now, disclaimer, I never beat a Final Fantasy game, so that's why I don't know that. Sorry, Lou. Sorry, man. Anyway, how many people's in a team here? Like six?
Six, yeah.
Wait, so we have to make a full team.
Can we make a 3-person team?
Can I just change this question?
Hey, Lou, can we make a 3-person team? Like he's like sitting here listening to us or something?
Yeah, sure you can. Thanks, Lou. Alright, we're gonna make a 3-person team. Unless any of you want to make a 6-person team.
No, that's too much.
Oh, that's too much.
You want to go like one person, one character at a time? You know, not just for one person to be talking, thinking of a whole team.
Sure.
Because I already know my first one.
Go, shoot.
Go.
Well, obviously Diddy Kong. I want Diddy Kong. I don't want Donkey Kong. That guy's
Such a little bitch.
Bulky. Diddy Kong, but with Diddy Kong without the jetpack.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you can't teach him fly then.
Well,
Yeah, there you go.
well, if he had a jetpack, I don't
Fly's
think
a crappy move anyway. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Who's up?
Should I pick someone from Assassin's Creed just to be repetitive?
Yes, do it. Because I'm gonna pick Joel from The Last of Us.
Alright, Connor Kenway from Assassin's Creed. Boom, there you go.
I would choose peppered ham.
Dude.
I would choose you, Bill.
I choose you.
This got like
Yeah.
really homoerotic.
I know. I know. That was the purpose of that.
I would choose you, Bill.
Wait, who is that? Your actual pick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, it was video game characters. It's just
Bill's the most.
Bill is pretty much a video game character in real life.
Well, if we can add anybody from real life, like Brett Favre, and
Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. I would love to get Arnold Schwarzenegger into a Pokeball.
Yeah,
that sounds so weird. You know what I want to do? Arnold Schwarzenegger into a Pokeball. Alright.
But yeah, Joel from The Last of Us. Only because it'd be so silly to have him in there. That's my one. That's my one. It goes back round and round. Yokohama, you're up again.
Claptrap.
I like that pick.
That's a good pick.
I like Claptrap. Who went second?
Claptrap. He's awesome.
Was Abby second?
Yeah, I think so.
You're up.
Link.
Nice.
Which Link? Like, from what game?
Oh.
Link.
Don't know.
That's hard, isn't it?
Wind Waker Link, because he
Wind
had
Waker.
like a lot of character and it was really funny.
Yeah,
Like,
and he's like
his
super
expressions and
cartoony as
stuff.
well.
Yeah,
He would fit.
fit right in there with Connor Kenway from Assassin's Creed.
He'd be like best buds.
Alright, Kuba, step on up to the plate.
Dude, I have no idea.
Do you opting out of this question?
I might opt out, man.
It's okay.
Because for me, it's like I can't just choose a character. I have to know
You,
stats. I have to know all that. You know what I mean?
You
You train them.
you get
Yeah, but what moves would they learn? What are their
get,
EVs?
you get
What are their
one-
IVs?
you get one opt out episode. It's okay, Kuba.
All right.
But if you opt out of the next question, you're kicked off the show. It's just.
Ah, damn. Well, hopefully there's not another question.
My second pick. Ooh, shit. Yeah.
Really? Come on, there's so many characters that you know. Just choose one.
Crash Bandicoot. No, I take that back. I don't want him on my team. He sucks.
His face is weird looking.
See, I'm just gonna pick like all kinds of gritty characters, like fucking, like John Marston from Red Dead Redemption.
I think it can be that because there wasn't really.
Yeah, there's no requirements here. You know what though? No, I'm gonna pick. I opt out.
God, you just opt out of the first question. You're out.
Yeah,
Bill.
I'm off the show.
No.
See ya.
You're out, dude.
Really? Like, I would choose for my last one.
I don't know why,
Like,
it's
I
a
have
hard
no
question.
problem.
I don't know
It's
why.
easy. I would choose like Gladys from Portal.
What type would she be? Psychic?
I don't know. She would be
Psychic Steel?
probably. Yeah.
What's her moveset?
What's her moveset?
Yeah.
Psychosis. Because she's psych.
Alright.
Smash. Smash and Lear. That's my favorite one.
All right. So then, the only other person who has to answer is Ebby, right? Is this the third one? Is this the third pick?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
All right.
Travis touchdown because he has a sword and could beat anyone. There you go.
except Gladys because
I like that pick.
she's made out of metal.
No, it'll just kill her.
No, it's not alive. First of all, she's not ill.
Shut her down. Whatever.
And honestly, that was the last question.
Boom.
Damn, we're
Well,
good.
we might have some
Another
leftover.
episode.
Might have some leftover from.
Oh, we definitely do. I know that we didn't answer all of them from.
Let me see. Let me go through the favorites here. No, actually, we answered these last time.
Did we?
Yeah, like lose. What game do you feel is the greatest soundtrack?
I swear there were more questions than that.
This guy asked, "What's your favorite story?" Yeah, I favorited all of the ones that we didn't get to, and we got to them. What's your
Huh.
favorite
So
story?
yeah, I guess that's a podcast.
And there might be more hidden somewhere, but like I'll have to dig them out, and I don't want to sit here and I'll be digging them out.
I think we've been going for like over 2 hours anyway.
Just keep playing Redshirt, okay?
So, Ryan Kubo, next time don't show up.
All right.
You want to hate on games that other people like? You're just one of those little punks, and I don't want little punks.
Who hated MOBAs for like an hour?
Called, but I gave them a fair shake, and
not fair enough.
You little fucking punk. No, fuck you, Kurama too. You guys are punks. You hate on new features in Nintendo games. Kubo hates on Facebook.
He's a video game character.
I don't like punks on the Permadeath podcast. That's just the way.
You're a Luigi, right?
Yep.
May Luigi be with you. Always.
There's no way to kick someone out of the call.
There is.
Wait, is there?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Wait. I don't want to kick Bill out of the call because it's going to probably stop recording.